Butt ass.
What is good, Chad? Welcome to another show. How are we doing today? Listen, it's almost Halloween, so I thought we'd start out the day clowning a couple clowns. Why not, right? And that has to do with the recent debacle Fresh and Fit had with Sus Marquad. And for those of you guys don't know why he's called Sus Marquad, by the way, it's because, listen, he used to be Lord Marquard. There's a different backstory behind that, but the reason why he's called Sus Marquad, because he is the only one we know to date that has showed up to another content creator's house unannounced in a whole different country with the box of chocolate and tried to convince us that that wasn't weird. So I don't give a crap, okay? I don't care what anyone says. This guy is completely sus. So we gonna talk about it because as we were reviewing the episode, there were a couple things that came to mind that I was like, you know what? It kind of contradicts Myron's narrative, especially the narrative he wants us to believe, especially after the whole unnecessary beef he started with whatever podcast. He wants us to believe the narrative that this isn't for money. They're doing this to help young men out there, okay? Listen, Myron has better things to do. He could be saving children from being trafficked across the border right now. He was a former federal Homeland Security agent. He could be doing that with his time, saving children from actual traffickers. But he would much rather spend time on a podcast interviewing actual traffickers for you guys, because it's saving you guys' lives. So instead of going out there and saving girls from being trafficked, he would much rather platform traffickers and save you instead. So you think that he would, someone like Myron, right, who could be doing better things right now with his life, you absolutely believe that this man has the integrity and loyalty and honesty in which they're trying to make it seem as though right now, right? It's not about, the money that this platform provides, okay? It's not about, getting you incels to pay us like you would do OnlyFans girls. No, this is about you guys. This is about honor. This is about integrity. And this is about loyalty, which above all else, that's what Myron puts over everything, right? He says loyalty is the thing. So even come down to, talking about Fresh and his usefulness to the show, okay? Myron is saying it's out of loyalty that he will stick with Fresh. Now, we've all covered this. It's to their detriment, because realistically, I mean, it's one thing being loyal to somebody who's beneficial to you, okay, and there's a nice, relationship going there, and it's another thing to be loyal to someone who could be absolutely catastrophic to your platform, especially now that your audience are telling you that. But go figure. I mean, what the hell are you? We're just haters talking about this, right? But Listen, that's not the point. The point is the recent invite he had with Sus Marquad, okay? Because we did not expect Sus Marquad to be on the show. We didn't expect that. We thought after that Destiny debacle, all right, and that little nonsense he put with MLD, he's done. He's absolutely done. There's no way in earth that Myron, who's loyal to his friends, there's no way he would actually go out and try to, be with a guy who's showing that he's unloyal to the people you fuck with. Wrong. No, Myron's the exact opposite. My man do not give a shit. Matter of fact, he will go on and platform someone like Sus Marquad. But not only that, if you focus on what Sus Marquad actually said to Mr. Endur or about Mr. Endur, it was pretty interesting because we were there. We saw how that beef unfold. And the way this dude talked about it on Fresh and Fit, okay, where MLD is supposed to be their buddies, okay, the way he talked about it, dude just flat out lied. He lied about just the whole starting of the beef, how everything went down. And the crazy thing is, you got Fresh Prince CEO and Myron Gaines sitting there laughing at MLD with his op on their show in front of thousands of people. Yet these guys are trying to tell you that they're loyal. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. Absolutely. When it comes to my bros, all right, we will stand in front of these hoes. That's the mentality they want y'all to believe. But I'm going to tell you this right now. If that on display, letting your op come up there and lie about a beef, not even giving you the opportunity to defend yourself, okay, and they not pushing back, all of Myron's response was basically, hey, you know what? I'll make you guys whole again. Okay. I'll make you guys best friends again. Don't worry. I'll hook you guys back up. Don't worry about it. Okay. You'll be all right. It's absolute cap. Okay. Again, you just can't make this crap up. All right. And the other thing we're going to talk about, okay, because we're going to cover the full spectrum of Mr. Endur's beef. All right. Because apparently there was a phone call that was involved in this whole nonsense. And Sus Marquad talks about this. But there was a whole phone call that was involved in this. And he basically tried to make it seem as though that MLD was just sucking up to him. Yeah, because he's the shit. He's the man, right? Let's go figure. So MLD recognized his greatness behind the scenes. Okay. In a situation where I would describe as alarming because it's just Sus Marquad basically giving MLD the Andrew Tate treatment on the phone. All right, y'all know what I mean, where he's just all shirtless and oily. It's like, why y'all shirtless always when y'all talking to other dudes? Like, what is going on with y'all? Okay, again, listen, when it comes down to Sus Marquad, there's a lot more things that meets the eye. Let's just say that. Okay, that's why we call him sus. All right, because he would do some sus shit and has no shame about it. He'll try to explain it away. All right, like that shit he did with Kenya when he went to Kenya. Damn well he brought his own recording crew and tried to pretend that the Kenyan government rolled out the red carpet for his ass because he was so special, bringing so much technology, okay, of our era to all these poor Kenyans. Fucking hate you, dude. This guy is so fucking fake. All right, without further ado, all right, welcome to the show. If you haven't had the opportunity to hit the like button yet, this is your chance to do it. Now, here's how we're gonna react to this. This live stream is gonna be a little bit different in terms of how we're gonna play Fresh and Fit's video. Because I've been talking to some people and we figured out what was going on. Okay. It's pretty interesting how they're doing it. But we figured out a way around it, and actually, we kind of tested it out the last live stream, and it was a complete success. So we're gonna do it again this live stream, but we're gonna beef it up a notch. Okay, so I got another camera rolling, and we're gonna be observing this little background here. But instead of a background, we're actually gonna be playing the video that you're gonna be hearing live. Okay, so let me go ahead and bring this up real freaking quick, chat. Give me one.
In that guy. Absolutely. And I just knew when you said that from my, being involved in law enforcement, and, dealing with China, as an American, if you're getting respect in China and they're
Do we need to rehash it, chat? Do you think everyone's pretty solid on what happened to Mr. Endure? What do y'all think? Do you think it's something we need to rehash? I think you guys kind of already knew how Mr. Endure got the name Mr. Endure, okay? All right, fine. We'll rehash it just because I love this. Okay, I absolutely have fun with this. All right, Mr. MLD had the bright idea of going on their rival podcast or whatever podcast and having a conversation with a bunch of other ladies. I mean, the platform definitely seems very familiar, right? But when the question was asked, when Destiny was on there, it was actually by Melina, by his wife, okay? And she asked them, okay, domestic situations, what if it was abusive, man and women, okay? This man said, endure. So, by the way, this is a red pill guru saying that in a domestic violence situation, if women are getting their ass beat or men getting their ass beat, okay, they just need to sit there in that violence and endure, because enduring in domestic violence is a hell of a lot better than just getting a divorce, because divorce is so harmful to the family, okay? It can destroy your family. So why not just stay in an abusive relationship? Because that has definitely not been proven to ruin children as they grow up. Okay, no. It's much better to be in that situation. Okay, and after he said that, it went insane because he was sitting there talking about endure. Endure. Apparently, he couldn't endure the week that was coming to him, because after that, he ran smack dab into Angela because he thought he was in a familiar territory when he was dealing with Adam Sosnick. Okay, because Adam Sosnick had the ladies on there, and they were having a conversation, and Angela, shout out to you, was amongst them, and she handed this clown the biggest ass whooping that I have ever seen in my career of doing whatever the fuck you would call this on YouTube. Okay, I'm sorry. The man literally had to get up and walk off the stage. That's how hot the kitchen was, bro. He couldn't stand the heat. Okay, so after that, Mr. Endure became permanent. But if you thought that was over, nah, you're wrong. This man then comes out with the masculine healing network for men who got their feelings hurt. Okay, y'all could just join up, okay, and talk about your feelings about who hurt you. But here's the kicker, okay? He's charging you, I think it was like over $100 to join the crew of misfits, okay, the merry band of losers that got their feeling hurt by some girl on the internet. That's basically what he did. And this dude thought it was a great idea. Like, did you not know we were gonna clown you for this? I mean, come on, you can't start shit. Get your ass kicked for starting shit. You're fucking around, you're finding out, and then you're gonna come around with a video talking about, hey, if you got your boo-boo hurt too, come join our club. We out here talking about this because this is a witch hunt, chat. I'm telling y'all right now, this is a witch hunt. They coming for us. I'm telling you, listen, if they gonna come for me, they're gonna come for you too. Okay, I'm having a bad week. Okay, so join the healing network. Oh, by the way, it's $100. Yeah, it ain't free. I know I got my feelings hurt, but I'm still a scammer. I mean, even when these dudes are trying to be serious, they can't help themselves but to be scammy, okay? The dude is charging you hundreds of dollars to go ahead and talk about your feelings. Y'all supposed to be real men. I'm sorry. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, okay? I think men should get together and talk about their feelings. I think it's a good thing, realistically. The reason why I'm laughing is just how hypocritical this guy is, because he spent the latter half of his career, at least the majority of it, okay, talking about how men don't do shit like he just started. Okay, you can't then all of a sudden, the moment you get bullied, okay, for bullying other people, by the way, then turn around and say, yeah, we need a safe space, guys. Yeah, I know we've been talking about all these liberals and their safe spaces, but we actually need our own safe space. It's kind of getting hot out there. I couldn't help it, bro. Okay, so moving forward, Sus Marquad got he got word of this beef because Sus Marquad cannot resist an opportunity to go viral. Okay, this guy is desperate. All right, ever since the whole Andrew Tate stunt, he's been grasping the straws to stay relevant again because he thought that was somehow going to help him out. But if Andrew Tate were to show up at the front door and looked at the big box of chocolates my boy Sus Marquad pulled up with and said, oh my God, you brought this chocolate. Let me give you your interview. That didn't happen. Okay, so he had to tuck tail between his legs. But since then, he's been grasping the straws for something to happen. And this was very convenient for him because realistically, he then turns around and does a video on MLD, or attempts to do a video on MLD. And his justification for doing this hit piece, video on MLD. Well, first thing, it's clout, obviously, because he was trying to capitalize on the then situation. But secondly, he was doing this as a form to basically try to humiliate this guy. Okay. And we all watched the video. I mean, I don't like MLD. We all know this. Everyone here thinks he's just the worst of the worst. But the way Sus Marquad set this dude up, it was clear he had an agenda, right? So apparently the reason why Sus Marquad is basing all of this off is because when MLD was going through his endurance, the week of endurance, all right, he was doing a live stream where he was, talking about the whole situation with Adam Sosnick, and he was saying Adam Sosnick is not my friend anymore. Yeah, I can't believe he just let me do that. But I'm sorry, he came out and backed you. He said that you had a meeting, right? I mean, that was your excuse, but he said that. So then why are you getting mad at him? All he did was set up the show. You again, y'all just start shit, especially with these women y'all claim to be masculine over, and y'all can't handle even dealing with them. Y'all just make you Donovan Sharp. So instead of, accepting the L you took on that stage, you just blame the person who invited you, right? So he ended up blaming Adam Sosnick on that stream. But then again, there was someone in the chat, right? There was someone in the chat that said, hey, Sus Marquad, did you know? I mean, not Sus Marquad, MLD, did you know that Sus Marquad is planning on doing a hit piece video on you? All right. And allegedly, this is where MLD, he was talking about, well, it wasn't allegedly. We could actually play the video. But what ended up happening was, in that live stream, Sus Marquad was like, not Sus Marquad, MLD was asked, who do you know? He was like, well, Sus Marquad, who's Sus Marquad? I don't know who Sus Marquad is. Isn't he the guy that tried to do a crypto scam or whatever, right? So that was enough to set off Sus Marquad. Okay, he took that personally, all right, and he decided, you know what? Fuck it. I'm still gonna invite MLD over to the show, okay, because MLD ended up calling behind the scenes after he found out that Saints the Sinner was gonna do this video, and he ended up saying, I will invite him on, and then I will try to embarrass him, all because this man did not know who I am. Okay, so let's continue with this video here, but I just wanted you guys to know the backstory. I hate when they do this. Okay, so he's doing the same thing. He's accusing MLD of doing to him, right? When MLD in his live stream was like, I don't know who the Saint the Sinner guy is. Is this the guy that did that crypto rug pull, right? So obviously MLD knows who Saint the Sinner is, and obviously Saint the Sinner knows who MLD is. Okay, so the fact that they're trying to fight for who didn't know each other, less. So it's like, what kind of does that mean? You guys are that exclusive? You're so high up there, you don't even know who's beneath you. Is that the image you guys are trying to have us perceive here? Because y'all are looking like weirdos. You understand that, right? Because we on the outside watching you losers online, we know that y'all are connected via a network. We know how y'all operate. So the fact that y'all come out there in public and pretend you don't know each other, it's cap. Y'all need to stop it. Brother Jumpy, shout out to you for the $2 super chat. Brother Jumpy says, get these likes up for Brother Duke. Please, let's go ahead and get the likes up, okay? We got a sponsor for the show, by the way, okay? I'm going to let y'all know who it is after this little clip. Let's continue.
Environment. Like, what is she gonna like debo you and sock you out?
Yeah.
And so I'm just giving commentary on it. Content. Didn't know him personally, and might have cracked some jokes. I can't even remember it. It's like largely irrelevant. And then he had said some things.
Oh, you guys said you couldn't hear it? My bad. Let me go ahead and rewind that for you guys. Let's go ahead and do that. But yeah, he was basically talking about how he didn't know MLD. Let's play that one more time. My bad,
but
guys.
To get upset at you, I was like, why? It just came out. I don't know if it was an emotional day, but it's like random. I don't know what it was, but
This is what was spooky though, because relationships are serious for me.
Yeah.
Meaning that if I rock with somebody, I'm gonna fry and die with you.
Yeah.
Period. Like we don't have to agree on everything. If we're friends, we're friends. It's done. MLD had DM me. So like the initial thing started off, he was on the Valuetainment.
Yeah.
Some girl came at him crazy.
Yeah.
And he reacted like a sucker. And at the time, I didn't know him. I didn't even know who he was. I was just
he called her fat,
and
then
he
she
backed
called him
down.
out for that, and he said he didn't know what he said.
Right. He
Yeah.
acted like he was having like Alzheimer's. Yeah. And I was just saying, like, that's lame.
You see how they just laughing at him? You see how they just laughing at MLD, bro? Hilarious.
That's lame, man. Like, how do you get scared of a female in a safe environment? Like, what is she gonna like debo you and sock you out?
Yeah.
And so I'm just giving commentary on it. Content. Didn't know him personally, and might have cracked some jokes. I can't even remember it. It's like largely irrelevant. And then he had said some things about me, which frankly, I didn't find him to be like offensive or anything like that. I was like,
He's lying. He's absolutely lying because he made that the whole reason why he was pissed at MLD was because MLD half-ass said he was possibly involved in a crypto rug pull, which if MLD actually had a brain and he doesn't, which it makes sense, right? He would have known. He would have known that, yeah, it was a rug pull instead of just reading off of a Reddit tweet longer or whatever. Not tweet longer, Reddit. What am I talking about, right? That's two different things. But it was like he was referencing, I think it was a Reddit post. I think he was trying to reference where somebody linked the evidence of the rug pull, but MLD couldn't actually explain how the rug pull went out, right? And that's what Sus Marquad was hoping on. He was hoping that MLD couldn't explain the rug pull so he can just lie about it conveniently. We can actually prove that. We've actually proved that multiple times. He did scam his followers. we had the last live stream we were going into detail that got flagged for certain reasons. Actually, it was getting flagged midstream, which was crazy. All right, but we exposed it that last live stream. So members, y'all, shout out to y'all can watch that. But again, okay, this guy, he knew that MLD couldn't explain accurately the crypto scam, so that's why he used that to kind of bully him and downright just violate the dude, bro. And listen, they both deserve it, but it was just completely unnecessary what Saint the Sinner did.
No, he took a couple shots, dope.
Yeah.
And then he had DM me, and he said, hey, I know Myron. He says you're a good guy, and I think I was about to do a roast of him. I listed that I was going to do a roast. And so the roast is listed. I think at the time I was in Vietnam.
I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in Vietnam. The roast is listed already. And he says, Myron says you're a good guy. He says, oh, if you mess with Myron, I consider these guys friends. So we're on the phone.
Yeah.
I said, I will cancel this roast. Say no more.
Marquett, to be fair, Marquett, if you're gonna roast somebody, they should be scared.
Absolutely.
Say, bro.
Fresh, you dumbass. No, ain't nobody scared. I've been roasting him. He's still scared to run this fade, bro. Come on, dog. Come catch this fade you were asking for. I said yes already. You still haven't, accepted. You need to make that vocal, okay? So stop sitting here. This guy runs, okay? We had the most notorious beef ever on this platform. So him going on there trying to pretend, oh yeah, everybody should be scared of beefing with me. Bruh, all it takes is 20 minutes and a Fletch app Google search, and people can know instantly you're fraud. The only people that can't figure that out yet are people who are actually stupid and brainwashed, okay? And they don't understand how research works or how money, moves or even certain terminologies, and I don't blame you, okay? But again, it takes about 20 minutes to uncover the scam. He himself has videos out there of him explaining the scam. Okay, so I don't get how like you guys can just say, well, I mean, you can Google this man. I mean, his net worth did say it was worth 100 million. Yeah, there's 3 other websites that say he's worth 10. Another one that says he's worth 50, and the other one who said he's worth what is that? Oh fuck, I don't have that link. But it was like somewhere was like what upwards of like almost 100 and 200 million dollars. I'm like, what? This guy who showed up unannounced to another dude's house who knew for a fact that he was supposed to bring $50,000 and the box of chocolates, but somehow forgot the $50,000 and just brought the goddamn chocolates, bro. It's like, wait, if you're worth $50 million, why $50,000 is nothing. That's like, that's chump change. That's wait, ain't that right? Like if you're worth $50 million, chat, okay, let's just say hypothetically speaking, you guys are worth $50 million. What is 50 grand to you? It's not a lot of money, right? So again, the fact that this dude didn't have the $50,000 but had money to buy chocolates and a card, it just shows me that you ain't got the money, bro. You're not worth $1 million. You're not worth 10, 50, 200 million. You're probably worth maybe about 300,000. Maybe $500,000 if I'm giving you that, okay? But that's a stretch, all right? But if you had the rug pull your own audience for $2 grand, you're now worth $100 million. It just doesn't make any sense. So again, here's the actual clip that he's talking about too, by the way, right? Here's the clip that he's talking about regarding the phone call.
Firsthand be violent with fucking women in Tokyo, and then I just saw, you're kind of ripping into me on the thing. So somebody asked me on a live stream, like, do I have beef with you? The response stream that I did, but I don't. I just made a comment passing. I did say, I did say like scuff TI. I did say that, but I didn't know who you were. And I really didn't think this would upset you, but I was kind of upset because you were saying that like I didn't hold frame in that whole thing. And that was a fucking setup. It actually got revealed right now. And then, bro, like, you look like a successful guy. I saw you raise money and shit like this. You know how like this fucking
Why are you doing this, bro? Like, I mean, dude, look at this man. Wait, hold on.
But ass.
Well, what is he doing? What is the listen, the audio, it's not me. He's recording a phone call off of another device. So the audio is just obviously not the greatest. But why you can tell he's just watching himself on camera, right? He just had to get the full body in. It's this guy, bro. This guy, something wrong with him, bro. He's not normal. I'm gonna tell you that right now, chat. He's not a normal guy.
Like you just don't want to be a part of it. And I had to be on Brandon Carter's show. I had a hard out at 6 o'clock, and they dropped that fucking bomb on me at 5:50. And tried to make it look like I ran off of the fucking stage and like I was afraid of these fucking bitches. But
your name is Jonathan?
Yeah.
Well, I'm Marquett, Burton. It's a pleasure to meet you. I tell you what.
Yeah.
I appreciate you contacting me directly because I'm an extremely direct person. In summary, more than anyone on the internet and whoever you can name, I'm nothing like those people. I'm a serious man in real life. I get things done.
You're
in
a clown.
Serious way in real life.
You're a fucking
in an
clown.
unimaginable way. Like I can say the things that rappers say and get it done. I can say the things that YouTubers say and get it done. You approach me directly. Honestly, we've never met. We don't have as far as I'm concerned, we don't have an issue. You've not made me lose money. You've not done anything wrong to me. I cracked a couple jokes on you. You cracked a couple jokes on me. It doesn't hurt my feelings at all in the least bit.
Yeah, I text Myron about you, and Myron said you're a good guy. And so I said, okay, well, let me reach out to this guy. Because, like, the thing is, I just got the whole fucking world after me right now.
I'll tell you what, if you would prefer...
Oh, man, he was going through so much. He couldn't endure it, chat. He was going through so much.
For me not to make this video, I'll not make the video. What we do is... What was that? Go ahead.
No, I'm not here to tell you to do anything. I just wanted to tell you man to man, because I don't give a shit about all this stupid YouTube drama and all this, but I just wanted to tell you man to man, like, you know, I do feel like you were pretty unfair in your analysis of me, but you're your own man. You don't know me. And the thing is now that guy, I'm fucking suing him. That fucking Federico Monticelli guy, I'm suing him here in Tokyo because, you know, this thing with Abba and Preach has gotten way out of fucking hand. These people are saying that I took a champagne bottle. Okay, you're a smart guy.
Honestly, I don't give a shit about any of that. What I'm asking you is, because I'm a reasonable man and I never create enemies unnecessarily. And if I do have an actual enemy, I'm going to push that shit farther than anyone can imagine. And I'm always going to win.
Hey, bro, I'm still waiting for that fade you were asking for. Yeah, stop lying. Again, he knows MLD's a bitch, okay? And honestly, MLD, this is not a good look for you either, bro. This is honestly kind of disgusting, okay? For someone who claims to be a masculine man leader, okay, you letting this weirdo bitch you out is just insane to me because we all know, first of all, MLD, you're supposed to have the money and resources, so where's your research? You would automatically know this dude, he ain't got it like that. He's not. It's all just cap. It's fabricated to paint an image for you to view him a certain way, and unfortunately, it works for idiots out there. Okay, but apparently, you're one of them too, MLD, which we already kind of know. We didn't know you was stupid. All right, but yeah, if you couldn't see for a fact that this guy, even their chat, even Fresh and Fit chat, can see that this dude's a moron, and not only moron, but a narcissistic one at that. Okay, he's not this big guy. He's actively trying to paint himself out to be, which is so weird.
But as far as that goes, I'm saying I don't create enemies unnecessarily, because if I do have an enemy, whoever's fucking with me is going to lose. They're going to lose bad. I don't give a fuck who it is. They're going to lose badly. They can say shit, but I've done shit in real life. I know they're going to lose badly, especially if it's a fucking internet person. So I say that to say this. If you're calling me like, hey, I prefer you don't do the video, my answer to you is, you got it, not an issue. If you're coming in peace, hey, bro, I'd prefer you don't make a video talking shit about me. I got you. It's not an issue. We'll can it there. If you're calling like, hey, I'll sue you or I'll do X, Y, and Z, I'm a motherfucking savage. And I will say, my dear boy, you sue the shit out of me and you make every claim you can. And I'm going to make sure I'm going to make sure that you regret every second of your life. But if it's in peace and you're like, bro, don't do the video, you got it. I'll cancel it right now. It's not an issue.
But that's not what he's saying.
I just wanted to call you man to man and let you know that, like, the situation of that, because I looked at it, my team, I had them pull up the fucking segment because it was 36 seconds that I talked about you. So I just wanted to tell you, like, I really don't have any beef against you. I was just like, I saw the analysis you did of me, and I do think it was unfair. But I actually want to reach out in peace because I don't have time to fucking call people and be like, yo, fuck you, bro. Blah,
Sure.
blah, blah. I'm like, I don't have time for that shit.
And especially because I'm extremely close to. I'm in Vietnam at the moment. I'm
awesome.
extremely close. And as you know, I'm a show up kind of guy. But
Yeah.
here's the thing.
Yeah, we know. we know. He pulled up the Tate's house unannounced. It's weird. this guy, he's not playing. He's a weirdo, bro.
I appreciate you giving me a call. You have no idea how much I respect that, because I'm not a passive aggressive person. I'm an aggressive person. I'm direct. You're coming at me direct. I have a tremendous amount of respect for that. I'll tell you what, I think it'd be fucking hilarious if one day we get together and do a stream together. I think it would, shock a lot of people. Let's have some fun. Let's do that one day. I'm wishing.
Y'all caught that lie, right? Because in the last live stream that we're watching, Saint the Sinner was saying that MLD was begging to just do a collab. All right, so he invited him on to have this conversation that they had right over here. But that's not what it is. He's the one doing the inviting. Well, listen, hope someday, we can talk about this. I hope someday we can, have a conversation and things. Here you are setting this up, and little did MLD know that accepting this dude's offer would be the worst thing he's ever done in his life.
Much success with everything that you got going on right now, and I tell you what, don't say anything negative about me. I won't say anything negative about you, and we'll call that fair and square. How's that?
Yeah, no, I mean, even for me, I just looked into who you are and what you're doing, and honestly, like I don't know if I'm as successful as you are. You know, I took my business to 7 figures in 2 years, under 10K.
Again, if only MLD knew. If only MLD knew. He's not. I think you guys are probably either on the same success level or he's not that rich. He's not worth that much money, dude. He's worth at most, I would say $300,000. That's what my like where I would pinpoint. He's not like if we're talking about net worth here, okay? If we're talking about net worth, he's not worth $1 million or $10 million. Not even 100. Okay, you won't be able to find that kind of money on him. Believe me, we've looked. The only company he has active right now is Sasson. Okay, we broke all that out. And Assassin is whatever brand he's using to sell these e-commerce things. He's diluted his audience to, creating products for him. Y'all are just basically mill workers. y'all out there working hard at that mill, sewing and making all these products for Sus Marquad's Etsy. Okay, so I mean, geez, you guys, you don't see the scam for what it is. And he tries to pretend that, this is how he's giving back to his following, right? He invites you to go ahead and create products for him, okay? So you can sell on his site using his promotion, and then he gets a fee. But then you go from there. You're basically playing e-commerce with his platform. You can go do that with Amazon and just pay their fees. You can go do that with eBay right now. They just go pay their fees, bro. I mean, it is what it is. Some of y'all don't even make that shit properly. It's just weird. Again, I'm just saying this is how these people operate, okay? But let's continue because he likes to tell a lot of stories.
Subs on YouTube. So I'm kind of a digital marketing expert. So you seem to be raising money and capital. I love Vietnam. I go out there. There's a big Vietnamese, he's a white boy, but he was a client of mine. His name's Phuc Ma Blogs, and he's out there in Vietnam. But I think what we should really do at this time is like come together. And I was thinking, if you want, we could do a collaboration stream where we review the valuetainment money situation, and I can give you my side of the story. And I'm open to criticism, but at that time...
And now MLD follows up and confirms. So we had Saint the Sinner asking first. We saw that on tape. He asked for the collab first. And then MLD follows up and says, well, hey, how about we do a stream, reacting to that together? All right. And then it led to this bullshit right here.
Because the whole conversation, it was reasonable, wasn't it?
No, this started because you started talking about me in a bad way.
I started pointing out accurate observations of the fact that you're not who you pretend to be. You're a sheep in wolf's clothing.
No, I'm not. You're not smart enough to even think the truth of what I said.
In wolf's clothing.
You said I walked off of valuetainment and frustration.
Listen, you were there getting flamed by 4 girls, and you're Mr.
Smart. I went to all these universities, right? You're so secure.
Hey, is this friendly to y'all? This seems so friendly, chat. I mean, it was so friendly from what they were having over here. Oh, I love this.
The entire internet made a number of videos about you looking bad.
Why didn't you pick up the context of why I left? If you're so smart.
You were embarrassed.
You can ask the question if you want to, but if you're so smart, why didn't you pick up on it?
You were embarrassed the whole time.
If you were so smart,
why
you didn't pick up on that?
Why did the internet make a number of videos about you getting flamed?
Okay,
if you didn't get
out of context,
people make videos about you getting flamed.
It is out of context, buddy.
What do you mean it's out of context? Everyone watched the video. What are you talking about?
Well, then you didn't watch the video. You're not as smart as you're pretending to be.
Ooh.
You got flamed. You got flamed. That's all there is to it. Like
That's
you're
not
mad.
what I said.
You're hurt because you got flamed.
You're saying that I left the stage in anger.
I'm saying that the entire time you were being embarrassed by an Asian woman and a woman you said is black and also a white woman, and you couldn't defend yourself against these dimwits. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. You also said that I left off of the stage in anger.
You looked really bad when you left off the stage. Would you not agree?
Are you a punctual man?
Did you look bad when you left off stage?
Are you a punctual man?
I am a punctual man, but what does that have to do with you being embarrassed?
If
What does
your
that have to do-
multi-million-dollar earning mentor told you to be somewhere on time for a 7 p.m. podcast,
First of all, the fact that Brandon Carter, of all people, who basically made his money being one of those what do you call it? Those internet marketers, hustlers, like what's his name? Ty Lopez type, but for the fitness world. He's basically the Ty Lopez of the fitness world. He got rich scamming people selling courses. All right, that just is what it is. And those courses were teaching you how to sell other people courses and be successful. It's like, wait a minute. So your product is teaching me exactly what you're doing to sell me. So when do we actually get the business? Like, y'all remember that era? Do y'all remember that? Like, all these courses that were coming out, even the digital marketing, right? It was just teaching you. It's not even about skills on how to be a good marketer, right? How to capitalize on SEO or use Facebook marketing or just building a general strategy, all right? Listen, no, it wasn't any of that. It's just teaching you how to go ahead and sell a marketing course to other people. It's not actually teaching you marketing. Yo, man, we are living in the golden age of scam, bro. And these red pillars are leading the charge on this, dog. Come on.
Okay, let's say
Would
that
you
you
do
had
that?
to leave to
or,
make an
or
appointment.
would you be late? Are you the kind of
Let's
guy that
say-
shows up late?
Let's say you had to leave to make an appointment. Let's say that is true. I don't
It
know
is
it to be
true.
true, but let's say it's true. Let's say
It
it's
is
true.
true. Okay,
That
bro.
still does not. That still does not
So
nullify
you're just trying to
the
make
fact.
me look bad. That's what this
Oh,
is. This
no,
is
no,
not
you
a
already look
dialogue.
bad.
This is like
Hold on one
you
second.
trying to frame yourself as like a superior person.
Oh, I'm
right?
appalled. I'm
Right?
appalled. Because if that was the case, I would have mentioned that you had liposuction. I didn't even
He was already planning on doing that.
mention that.
I'm
If that was
not
the case, I'd
hiding
talk
that.
about you having
Where
liposuction.
have you seen me hiding the fact of that?
If that was the case, I'd mention that you have hair plugs.
Yeah.
I mentioned that.
So does Myron. You know what I find hilarious? If Myron, which Myron did watch this, everything he's saying about MLD can also be applied to Myron, minus the liposuction, which was crazy to me, especially since this dude is selling fitness courses. That's crazy. You can't sell fitness courses and then take the money and go get liposuction and expect that you explain it away to your audience is gonna not make you look stupid. Nah, bro, they can clearly see that you cheated, bro. You cheated. You trying to sell them $700 courses on them working hard and being consistent and disciplined, and then here you are getting lipo. I don't see no consistency or discipline there. So Sus Marquad does have a point there, but the other point is, yo, Sus Marquad, you know Myron got hair plugs, right? So what do you got to say about that? Because I think whatever you're saying to MLD regarding his hair plugs could be applied to Myron right now. Right. So if he was smart, he'd be looking at this and saying, hey, you know what? If MLD is my best friend, all right, and I'm supposed to be a loyal guy, and this is how my supposed other friend is treating my loyal friend, MLD, all right, he's making fun of his hair plugs. Wait, I got hair plugs too. Huh. I wonder what Saint the Sinner is going to do to me. Huh. Right. And you know what's crazy? Even I don't know if it was after the show or before the show, but Saint the Sinner then does a live stream. I think it was after the show, right? He then does a live stream talking about should Fresh leave Fresh and Fit platform. It's like, bruh, wait, hold up. I thought you were their buddies. They just did a podcast which you talk about how y'all are friends and y'all are being loyal and whatnot. And now you're dropping a video talking about, yeah, should Fresh just be, is Fresh useful? Like, do we need Fresh? All right. And he's going to try to chalk it up as, oh, I'm just trolling. You know, I troll my friends, Fresh and Fit all the time. Oh, really? Oh, really, Saint the Sinner? Is setting up a discount version of their show using Jabrizi. Was that just trolling too as well? Was that trolling? Or when you were, bruh, I just find it convenient how you sneak diss these people, all right? You steal their style and cop their flow, and yet talk about how great of a person you are. Like this guy, yo, Myron, once this guy turns on you, you deserve everything that happens.
Where do you see me
If
hiding
that
that?
was the case, I'd mention that you have fake teeth.
Yeah. And
You see
where
what I'm
have,
saying?
where have I
If
hit
I
those?
was trying to make myself superior to you, I would mention that you got fake fucking teeth, fake hair, and a fake fucking body. You're basically a Colombian whore. You're a Colombian whore. If I was trying to do that, I would say I'm genetically superior to you in every single way.
Chat, you know what's crazy? My boy was talking to him shirtless, knowing fully well he thinks that MLD reminds him of a Colombian whore. Bruh. First of all, that's an insult that wouldn't even come to mind. It's first of all, it's not funny. Okay, call another man a Colombian whore. Like what? What is that supposed to do? Like, for who? Like, and why is that the first insult you came up with? Yeah, I mean, looking at this guy, there are multiple things you could insult him for. Okay, I mean, just look at he's turning orange right now. All right, pretty soon he's gonna match the background of his freaking screen over there. So again, there are multiple things to go at this guy with. You're calling him a Colombian whore. What's running through your mind right now, dog? What about him spells Colombian whore? He looks like the furthest thing from a Colombian whore, unless you know what they look like. These people don't know they outing themselves, chat. They don't know they outing themselves. We own y'all. We own every single one of you sus motherfuckers. Like, listen. What do you know what a Colombian whore looks like, dog? I can't do this shit.
But instead, we were having a conversation.
Oh, yeah, this is horrible.
Your jealousy caused you to try to throw a slip shot, and I don't like passive aggressiveness.
Jealousy of you? Why would I be jealous of you?
That's why I came back aggressive. I'll tell you why, because I have all of the things you've paid to get. You've paid to get. You're a loser. And you've pretended to be something you're not. That's why you got embarrassed by those 3 women, because you don't know how to handle women. That's why you got a case for hitting a woman in Japan, because you cannot handle rejection. You've been dealing with it your whole damn life.
So
you're mad.
You haven't watched anything.
You're mad. You're big mad. And you're a fake phony bastard, and we know you're phony because you said, "Oh, if he wouldn't say that in front of my face, boy, I would spit in your face, and you wouldn't do shit."
Personally, I would not. I would not take that from him. Like that sounds like fighting orders, bro. I'm just saying, I will not take that. Okay, I'm just saying, but I'm not you. But I'm just saying. Couldn't be me though. It couldn't be me though, talking like that. I let you come spit in my face, dog. Spitting on somebody is just the worst form of assault. It's not even funny, bro. It's disgusting. Like anyone, if you're the kind of person that spits on people, you need help. I would rather take a fist to the jaw than somebody spitting on my face. That's crazy. That's a serious insult in some places.
Yeah, you wouldn't do shit.
I would do something if you
remember this when you see me. You better fucking walk up to me with a smile, Mr. Burton. Yes, sir. No, sir. Because now you know where I stand.
Oh God, dude.
Which is on top of you.
This
Which
is
is on top of your phony ass.
You think you're a good role model?
And button up your motherfucking shirt.
Again, bro. Again. And this ain't the first time he's done this too, by the way, okay? Even the videos where he was so-called trying to go after Andrew Tate, okay? There was a dude that was interviewing Andrew Tate. He had a shirt buttoned all the way down to the navel because Andrew Tate be doing that shit too. Y'all, they be having these real wide open shirt chests going, all right? And the first thing on Sus Marquad's mind was, look at this guy's shirt. Oh my God, look at he was literally just describing this guy, but it seemed as though like he was trying to insult him, but you couldn't find the insult. That's what he was saying. And then I just find it interesting. That's the one thing he focuses on with MLD over here. Meanwhile, we got him in 4K doing this while on the phone with MLD. Again, the hypocrisy knows no bounds, Chad.
Button up your motherfucking shirt until you build your chest up, little buddy.
No.
What is this, bruh? You don't even have a well-developed chest. Not even talk. If we're talking, I mean, you're all right. You don't look like someone that actually works out intensely. Okay, that's just the bruh. Like your chest ain't shit, bro. So I mean, compared to MLD, fine. Okay, you probably got him somewhere, but I would say this, bro. Your whole physique. I don't know why you're so impressed with it. It's really not that impressive, bro. I'm just saying. Listen, if it was between me and you, I would outdo you. If we were at a bodybuilding competition right now, which I would never do because I just live for fun, I would body you in that. Just saying, you don't have a well-defined body. So the fact that you're going after somebody else who doesn't have a well-defined body is just interesting to me.
No, I'm not going to do anything.
Button that shit up till you build your chest up.
No, actually, I'll unbutton it even more. How about that?
Yeah. And look at him. Look at him. He's like, oh yeah. I was just joking about the shirt, but if you about to unbutton the hair, we got to show. Look at that smile on his face. Y'all see that? My man got that. Man. Oh, you gonna take it off of me? Oh, come on, you. Oh, I gotta see that again. Look at his face. Look at his face. 5 seconds later. Yo, you can't make this shit up.
Actually, I'll unbutton it even more. How about that?
Oh yeah.
What is this? This is a TMZ shit? I thought, dude, on the phone. Listen, bro, that's some fake snake shit you did, bro. On the phone, you're being nice.
You are pulling some fake snake shit.
No, because you don't know anything about me. You're trying your hardest to make me look bad. But the people that I help behind the scenes know me.
To not be confrontational. Supernova for life one. He writes and move accordingly. So he not. Why is my? I told you when you called me, I had a lot of respect for the fact that you reached out to me directly. And I really do. But what I don't have respect for is when I played your video and you said, I never heard of this guy. And that may or may not be true. I don't think it's true, but that's irrelevant. Yeah, that's irrelevant. Yeah, that's irrelevant. But when you say, oh, I heard he was involved with some crypto scheme, I'm like, okay, well, now we're playing games here. I'm like, okay, well, what was it? Tell me about it. Shit, I want to know.
I'll be glad to tell you, but let's see if MLD can answer it first.
And then you ask me, well, did you? Well, see, that's silliness. That lets me know that you're a fucking goofball. And when you do goofy shit with me, I tend to want to slap your helmet off. That's why
Coin is up and running.
Tell everyone. I'm gonna give you 3 minutes. I'm gonna give you 3 minutes. Please explain this scam.
The fact that he couldn't even say no, I did not rug pull my fans up front. And look at how he's just, yeah, you know what? Just explain the scam to me. Let me see if you actually know what you're talking about. Hey, we can actually pull it up. Let me see what MLD is able to do. Okay. Actually, you know what? We can just do it right here. I actually have it pulled up right now. Here it is. Hey, look at that. Assassin. What are we doing over here? We got to look at the TVL over here. And this actually holds the liquidity of the coin, right? And we can see it got as high as $2,154. Okay, that was the most it did. All right, $54.97. Okay, and then months later, right there, we got $18 left, and it's been at $18 till this day. I just explained it in less than 3 minutes. You're a scammer. The fact that MLD couldn't pull this off, I bet you. See, this is why someone like Saint the Sinner would never have a conversation with me. All right, because I would be too quick for this. I would be too quick for this, and he will be exposed right then and there, and everybody will see it because he will not be able to have a valid explanation for it. It's right there. Anybody with a brain can look it up. It's called SASN. Sassin. It's actually named after his defunct business. But listen, all right, you can't just sit there and say that you're this MLD guy that does the research and you are privy to all these resources, and yet you can't even do your research. Your research is some guy that sent you a link somewhere. This is how you get slammed by idiots like Sus Marquad when you actually could have had the upper hand here.
What was the scam? Who were the victims? Tell me now, please.
So what was this?
No. Tell us. I'm gonna put on a timer. I'm gonna give you 3 minutes uninterrupted. Explain the scam to us. I want everyone to pay attention. Everyone, whoever comes for me, they have lies because my record is so pristine. I'm gonna put on.
I just exposed it, by the way. All right. Honestly, if this guy was smart, he would have done it. And the reason why Saint the Sinner, listen, he doesn't have to go through this great length to say, I'm going to put you on a timer. Explain the scam right now. He doesn't have to do that. All he simply has to do is say, hey, I didn't scam anybody. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. It's fake news. He just has to do that simple. But the fact that he's making this a spectacle, he's doing it for 2 reasons. The first reason is obvious. He wants to humiliate MLD because he already knows that MLD doesn't know the intricacies of the scam. And 2, he's also making a plea to the audience because this is his way of quasi explaining it to the audience, because the way he's explaining it to the audience without actually having to explain it to the audience that he rug pulled them, right? Because then he can just say, hey, listen, why don't you explain to them what the scam is? And if MLD is unable to being able to articulate the scam, then his audience are going to take it as, well, if he can't articulate the scam, so maybe it was just a rumor somewhere and Saint the Sinner didn't really scam his audience. But in reality, he did. He did. It's right here. It's right here. It's right here. For $2,000, this man who's supposed to be a millionaire, I scammed you. That's some bullshit right here. That's some bullshit. Okay, you it don't make sense. All right, y'all know me. When things don't add up, I start subtracting. Okay, so that's why he's putting such a huge emphasis of I'm gonna put you on the clock. Explain my scam to me because I know you can't. All right,
a fucking timer. 3 minutes for you. Explain this whole scam. Tell us the evidence and the receipts. Who are the victims? Tell us.
Listen, someone told me you rug pulled the coin.
Wrong
SASN coin.
answer.
Is the coin still operating? Yes or no?
Tell us. Tell us.
I don't know. Is the coin operating?
Yeah, but at $18. It used to be at $2,100. Now it's at $18.
You have 3 minutes. Explain the scam.
That's all the information I have.
You're an idiot.
You fucking idiot. You have 3 minutes. Go ahead. Tell us the scam.
I'm done.
He said he means that when he called you an idiot because he said, yeah, I know you can't explain my scam. I know you can't explain it. Now you just gave me the validation I needed because now my audience can see you lack the ability to explain the scam to me. Therefore, they're going to see the scam as a rumor and not actually the fact that I scammed his own audience. That's essentially what it is. He's playing you. Again, this guy knows how to manipulate his image pretty well.
No, really, you have 3 minutes. Explain the scam. I want to hear about it. I
It
want to
took
know.
me 30 seconds.
I just told you.
I could give you and the whole internet 3 minutes. You know why you can't explain it? Because you're making it up.
Okay.
And you know why you have to make up shit? Is because unlike you, I don't have a checkered past. Unlike you, I use my name, Marquett Devon Burton. I don't have a checkered past. I have a pristine past of high achievement.
Bro, you have a checkered present and probably a mostly confusing future in my book, especially with the sus signals I'm picking up from you. Okay, you have a checkered current present right now and a confused future. All right, so what are you talking about? Your name is dirt. Anyone that still thinks you're valid, they're idiots. Okay, I don't get why you're lording over this idiot over here.
Achievement ever since I was a child. You, on the other hand, are a Colombian whore.
Here we go.
You don't measure up.
This guy.
Go ahead, explain the scam. You can't because you're making up nonsense.
It's not
that,
nonsense.
my friend, is defamatory. That is libel when you're making up shit. Okay? Now you look like a fucking idiot because I said, okay, well, if I'm scamming, tell everybody. No one who's scamming is going to say, here's the floor. I'll let you speak uninterrupted to embarrass me.
That's exactly what someone who's scamming but knows the person they're dealing with who doesn't have all the information, that's exactly what they would do. You're doing exactly what a scammer would do. Because if you weren't scamming, instead of trying to humiliate him and make this big show, you would just be like, the rug pull was not true. It was never a thing. I never rug pull anybody. All right. There's no evidence of that. You're not doing that. In fact, if anything, instead of letting them know that there's no evidence on that and showing proof that there's no evidence of that, you're just going at him to try to get him to explain your situation, knowing fully well he doesn't know the whole situation. So that's exactly what a scammer would do. All right, you're bluffing. And all he has to do if he had the information was call your bluff. See, if I was right there, I'd be like, okay, cool. Let me just pull up this link over here. All right, okay, on this date. All right, you got this SAS coin over here, and it shot up this price with what was like 18 holders at the time, and then it's now down to 11. All right, because there's no liquidity anymore. You can't get your money out. All right, he took the money out of there, so it's easy to explain. You don't need 3 minutes, but exactly what a scammer would do, trying to basically, wash their hands off of this whole situation. So, again. Get the fuck out of here with this shit, bro.
Please embarrass me, expose me. I'll give you a new 3 minutes because half of it is up. I'm gonna give you a new 3 minutes. Explain the scam.
I already told you.
What's the scam? Explain it. Who are the victims? How did it happen? What's the scam? It's 3 minutes. What was the scam? Who are the victims? How did I get money? How much did I earn? What was the scam?
I just told you.
The victims are your audience.
Tell us again, because I missed it.
I'm not going to participate in this childish activities, dude.
No, the childish activity is you fucking lying, and then I say, well, explain, and you can't explain because you're a fucking liar.
So your coin is operating. Your coin is up and running right now.
That's the childish part.
You keep on dodging the question.
There's a reason why.
Explain the scam. No, we want to hear about a scam
right now.
You don't need me to talk. Explain the scam. You have 3 minutes. I will not talk at all. What's this?
Well, just explain it. You see, Joe, chat. This is exactly what a scammer would do. He's not answering the question. He's like, I'm gonna be quiet. Yeah, the only time you're being quiet is when you have to answer the question, right? Oh yeah, I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet. But you tell me what the scam is, 'cause I know you don't know it. But I'll be quiet. Come on, bro. This is exactly what a scammer would do.
Scam.
I'm okay. Where is the Saint Sinner coin?
Go on.
Wait, where is it? It's right here. It's right here, bro. I found it. There's the address right here. Hey, look at that. It's done by Radium. Okay. This is what we have. We got a whole $18. And hold up, let me go to right here. $18.89 is what we got left. All right, there's the scam. I mean, what are we doing here?
Explain the scam. Come on. You look like a fucking idiot. Go on. Come on.
You look like a fucking idiot.
You have 3 minutes
retarded.
uninterrupted. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Do you realize that you're making a claim with no evidence whatsoever?
Okay, yeah. No evidence, he says. All right, let's get back to the other video here. All right, because I find that very interesting. We're gonna get back to this one. Hold up real freaking quick.
Nigga, you go all the way in, bro.
Yeah.
You don't hold back.
No mercy. None.
God damn.
None.
So when he banged my line, he said, I'm friends with Myra, and I was like, I consider them friends.
Yeah.
I have a roast listed. If you would like, I have no problem. I will cancel it right now. I don't care. It's not about revenue. I'm gonna enjoy myself a little bit. It's not an issue. I'm gonna cancel it right now.
Yeah, man to man.
And my assistant's right there listening to me, right?
Yeah.
He's like, no, go ahead and do it. I was like, dude, I there's no need. Like, I don't have any smoke with you. I don't need to embarrass you for any practical purpose. I'll cancel it. And he's like, no. How about, just go ahead and do it. I was like, well, you know what? Like, I don't want to, at that point, it's like, well, I don't need to spew vitriol and negativity and put you down. I was like, why don't you come on? I was like, people will probably find that interesting. Come on, have a conversation. Come on, have a conversation. And then conversation goes left because he was being a weirdo. And I thought it was strange because the situation would have never occurred if he would have simply just took my kindness, which was, I'll cancel the roast. Which is what he really wanted, was not to be roasted. All he had to say was,
that's not what he said. He said he didn't care if you did the video or not. You're trying to make it. You're on his best friend's platform talking about how he basically wanted you to cancel the roast. But we just saw the video. We saw it right over here, dog. We saw it right here. We saw it fair and square. You shirtless and everything. We saw it. We watched everything. You knew what you were doing. So quit capping, dog. I just find it so hilarious.
yeah, cancel it. Boom. Hang up the phone, cancel the roast. This would never be a thing. But instead, we had to find out that he looks like a Colombian hooker. The boy done got everything done. Why he thought he could mess with the bald head lover, I don't know.
Like, he called him a Colombian hooker and all the while referring to himself as a bald-headed lover.
But ass.
Yeah, bro. Again, the more I watch this, the more I'm just like, yeah, dude, you deserve the name Sus Marquad. Honestly, bro, the more I'm watching your behavior, the more I'm just like, yeah, dog, Sus Marquad is actually just a fitting name. I can't believe I used to call you Lord Marquad. I just thought because your ego and narcissism was just out of whack, so it's like it was a fitting name. But after what I'm watching, bro, yeah, I think Sus Marquad it's a perfect name for you. Because why would you? Okay, first of all, if I revert to another man as a Colombian hooker, okay, the last thing I'm going to be referring to myself is a bald-headed lover. Those two things should not belong in the same sentence if you don't want to seem sus, especially if you're trying to project a masculine image, right? I mean, this is not making any sense, Sus Marquad. It seems as though you have an underlying level of attraction to MLD. That's what I'm deducting from this. It seems like you're probably attracted to him. That's probably why you're going this hard. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense why that's even an insult. Again, you can insult MLD on multiple different things. Calling him a Colombian hooker and then compare yourself to a bald-headed lover, it's just, I don't know if it's an insult or you're attracted to him.
Frankly, I don't know. Strange. Everybody gonna learn the hard way.
So to be fair though, you did record a call.
Absolutely. And you know why?
So okay. But man to man though, if I'm gonna sit with somebody and talk, no recording.
He's not my man. You see, now remember the way in which he came to me. At that point, we were on opposite sides of a battlefield.
True.
And so I don't know you and I don't know your nature. So I must make sure that I'm engaging appropriate strategy. So if I find you to be a friend, then none of it would have had any relevance. It would be immaterial. So for example, if you called me and you said, hey, Myron's a friend, I say, I mess with Myron. He's an honorable man. Mm. So I will assume that you at some level are honorable and I will not do the roast.
Yeah.
And he says, thank you. I appreciate that. Great. Hang up the phone. The recording of the audio would be irrelevant, wouldn't it? But the reason I had to record the audio is because he's a dishonest person. And you know what people do, and I know you guys have experienced this, whether it's from males or females, is he lied about the contents of our conversation. He lied about it. And so when I released the audio, people were like, yo, during the live session, when you were live, you lied and said certain things that weren't true. And Marquett played the audio, and we can clearly see that you are a liar. Had I not had that, we couldn't document that he's a liar. Now, here's the thing. If he would have recorded the conversation with me, everything I said lined up. Yeah. Why? Because I'm an honest person.
That's
I
not
stand
true.
on my word, whether you record it or not. I'm the same man in every environment. A business environment, a ghetto, the Waldorf Astoria, Monaco, Dubai, on a stage, off a stage. So it wouldn't really matter. And if you're my enemy, die with your dick in the dirt. You heard me?
Bruh, again, I think this is a perfect way to segue to our sponsor for today's show. All right, and today's show is sponsored by the like button, okay? And that's by you guys. So shout out to you. Can you please hit the like button, all right? Just go ahead and support the show because you are the greatest sponsor we could possibly have on this right now. So take a time to hit the like button if you haven't done that yet, all right? While we continue with this shit show we call a podcast.
I'm bring peace between y'all, man.
Yeah.
And
remember, it's always
there's no need for us to be fighting, man. Because there's not other idiots out there that really deserve to get punched in the face. And you know, John is a good guy. Zerka's a good guy. You're a great guy. You know, I mean, like we're like I get along with all y'all. So there's no point for us to be infighting. Right. So
You know what was common in both cases? That they came out to attack me. It was common in both cases. In the Zerka situation, people asked me about him. They tried to, you know, the internet, they like drama. They try to ignite a beef.
They do.
As an honorable man, people are like, oh, what do you think about Zerka? He seems entertaining. He seems outrageous guy. I don't know.
Beef, man. I think that there's other creators that really need to get beat up. And I think guys on this side of the internet that are helping men out, helping guys get better, etc. We need to stand united versus, you know, all these other soy boys that are out here, you know, pushing multiple genders, being weirdos, you know,
don't play with the supervillain. And don't play with the supervillain on this side because he gives zero fucks.
See,
don't play with the supervillain.
I almost want to say let's come together, but I just know there's jealousy and envy, and that never goes away. So ultimately, it sounds good, but we will never all be the same, bro.
Some people got to lay down. Some people got to lay down. You know.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, with MLD, I tried to be peaceful and cordial. Like I said, hey, I won't do the live. He didn't want to accept that. Then he comes on and acts like a brat. I was like, goodness. Now Zerka, I've never interacted with him. He could be a reasonable person.
Yeah.
I surmise that his internet thing is.
Hold up. If I bet you, I want to see chat. I want to see chat what y'all think about this. If Zerka drops the N-bomb in front of Sus Marquad, do you think he'd do anything about it? Put a 1 if you think Sus Marquad will not do anything to Zerka if Zerka drops the N-bomb in front of him, or put a 2 if you believe Sus Marquad would challenge Zerka on that and actually fight him. Like what do you call it? Who's that guy that did it? Prime, right? Do you think that would happen? Because I really don't think that he's about it. If Zerka was right in front of his face and drops the N-bomb, Sus Marquad would probably just laugh alongside with him. He seems like that guy. So again, him just trying to pretend to be this tough guy, it's honestly kind of just, it's weird and kind of borderline concerning because we know you're not that guy, pal. You're just not it.
As a persona, he could behind that be a reasonable person.
He's a really cool guy.
Yeah.
And so is John, man. Like, bro, and here's the funny part.
Who's John? You talking about BBMLD?
Yeah.
BBMLD?
because the thing is,
MLD, these are your friends laughing at you. All right, these are supposed to be your friends. While he's sitting there clowning you, they're laughing at you, and yet Myron's supposed to be loyal.
Is that you guys? Because I know all y'all, like we all have like the same mindset. So it's like, bro, you guys would get along if it was under different circumstances.
Yeah, MLD is a great guy though.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man.
In that scenario, I don't know what happened. Maybe things were kind of like scary for him, but Other than that, he's a really good person.
Yeah.
From what I've known so far.
Yeah,
And I hope that's the case.
I'm glad we got
Honestly,
together because you guys would make fire content together because you guys are both very well traveled. You guys have spent extensive amounts of time in Asia. Like you guys would be killer together. So I think you
You're in
guys.
Japan, you're in China.
Yeah,
like,
bro. Like y'all would make great content together.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty that guy, man.
Yeah.
There's no reason for us to get fighting each other.
And I'm always willing to make peace.
Okay.
But as you know, having been in government as an American, I make peace through strength.
I understand.
And so once the peace comes, it's like, but still know who's on top. But we need
Yeah, bro. We know you definitely a top. I can't do it, chat. I can't do it. He's giving us signals here, and I think we have to oblige. Okay. So actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go to the live stream. Okay. Because what I want to see when he's about to talk about Destiny in this one. And I want to see this one right over here. We're gonna play this one, okay? Let's play this one real quick, chat.
You got a kid like Destiny, right? Blue-haired booty bandit.
Oh my god!
Oh, man.
You got the blue-haired booty bandit. This kid worked at a restaurant, had to quit his job because it was too much to work at a restaurant and go to school. Then he fails out of school, right? Spends all of his time playing video games, which is what kids do. I understand. So then, he's
mind you, he's talking about Destiny in this clip. All right, Destiny makes more money than him playing video games, which is crazy. All these manager guys, they're shitting on him. All right, oh yeah, you boys, yeah, you guys you play video games. What's in the video games? Video games are weird for incels. Okay, real men don't play video games yet. This guy's making more money than you, traveling the world, doing whatever. And guess what? He doesn't have to scam his fans, all right, for $2,000 on a crypto rug pull. He doesn't have to do that. He built his platform off of video games. There are other platforms out there that are massive, drawn in crowds of a lot of younger generation boys and girls, and they do it off of video games. And realistically, okay, it's because people like that stuff now. It's an avenue for people to get wealthy. So the fact that you old heads try to pretend you're hip and you're just casually dismissing people who play video games, then listen, the moment there was a tournament and people were making millions of dollars or can earn millions of dollars, that's when you just stop talking. That's when you stop laughing, you stop the shit talking, because now there's serious money involved. Like, who we playing it? Like, really? I'd be looking at my kid like, hey, why don't you learn how to play that? Go learn how to play that. Go make me $1 million. What are we doing here? All right. Again, this thing with video games, it's kind of cringe.
debating me. I went to elite universities, and my background is as an inventor of technology. I invented a vertical in technology, effortless attendance. We're the first people to be able to take attendance in the university setting like that.
That's not true. It was an iBeacon that combined with a white labeling app. Okay, Apple invented it. He's still claiming himself as a technologist. Okay, now Fresh and Fit obviously by now could have done the research on this bozo, and they could have known the truth. He's not the great technologist inventor. If anything, he's more like an Elon Musk. Okay, someone who just comes in and then pretends they invent things, but they don't actually do anything. They just cry and whine and play these little chess games to put themselves as CEO. Other than that, they're not doing anything, not inventing anything, not actual geniuses. And this guy who got a degree at Johns Hopkins for political science and teaching, ain't no way he designed a freaking attendance tracking app. It was an iBeacon. Apple invented it, okay? He just bought a bunch of it, slapped this bullshit logo on it, and then called it a new thing. This guy's a scammer through and through, Chad. I can't help it.
And then there were many copycat companies after that. Mm-hmm. Got investment from well-known investors. And I'm not going to name the companies, but like one of them, for example, is the largest online dating technology in the world.
Tinder?
Anyways.
He's not going to mention it because he's lying. He's lying. Out of that company he's talking about, there were only 3 investment firms that invested in that business, okay? One was Art Grants. The other one was Cool House Labs. And then one of them was like I forgot what it was. But it wasn't like a dating app studio. It wasn't. Matter of fact, Art Grants dumped twice two $50,000 donations, and not donations, I'm sorry, investments into this bozo's company, okay? So again, he's lying about that. That's why he's not mentioning the company name. Again, he's lying to his supposed friends right now, and these bozos can't pick it up.
So Tinder is owned by another company.
Okay.
This is that company.
Gotcha.
So you got me, got the education, got the technology pedigree. Then you ask me, like, what is an NFT? Those are the kind of things that subconsciously you got to say, that's a strange thing to ask. That's like asking Michael Jordan, like, what's a double dribble? Or asking Floyd Mayweather, what's a shoulder roll?
Yeah.
And the question is like, well, why do you look at a certain person who already is proven, but you ask them something to suggest that they're an imposter, even though what I've done is easily found on Google or on Forbes?
Again, you keep mentioning Forbes. We broke that down in the last episode. Okay, your Forbes article was for a company called Why Not, and by the way, you're not the CEO of that. Gabe is. I'm sorry. It was Marion. It was Marion, then Gabe. Okay, you were never a CEO, and again, the only company that you were ever invested in that was notable was Fletch App. All these you weren't in Forbes for Fletch. You were not in Forbes for Fletch. You were not in Forbes for anything else other than Why Not. But this guy is allowed to just come up here and lie to his own audience. Not even his own audience, his best friend's audience, and his best friends, Fresh and Fit, who are supposed to be looking out for young men out there. They're just allowing this bullshit to just flow.
Right? So these are the funny things. And I always want to let people know, like, don't ever let anyone lower you, because what they're trying to do is lower you. So if you're a real boss, always stand tall. I'm too tall to act small. So if someone asks you something like, what's an NFT? It's like,
well, what is it? What? You still haven't answered this question, bro. Till today, we're still waiting on what an NFT is. So enough tea, enough drama. Just let us know what it means. What is an NFT, dog? Because according to SoulScan, all right, according to SoulScan, you did a huge pathetic attempt to try to pull that shit together. Okay, so listen, what's an NFT, dog? Huh? Hey, Sus Marquad. Sus Marquad. What's an NFT, bro? You're coming. I find it interesting. You're coming at Destiny. All right, you haven't answered the question yet. What is an NFT, and how do I build one from the command line? Can you help me out with that? Can I pull up my command prompt right now? Yo, Francois Gros, shout out to you for the $2 super chat. It says Sus looks like the uglier CJ from GTA San Andreas. Oh man, here we go again. Shout out to you. I'm Muad'Dib. Shout out to you for the $5 super chat. Muad'Dib says Brandon Carter started his career in YouTube fitness, pretending to be a natural bodybuilder. Yeah, I remember. Wasn't he on Facebook primarily before he moved to YouTube? Maybe I'm wrong on that. He sold workout programs for stupid young men. He's fugazi as fuck. Facts. Yeah, I saw him when he's a little commercials. I'm like, yeah, this guy's a scammer. You know those ones, hey, look at me. Look at my sports cars. Look at me. Now, you could be doing this. You want to know how I did it? All right, I sold these courses teaching people also how to sell courses on how to be fit. No, they're not actually learning how to be fit here, okay? We're not teaching you that, okay? We're teaching you how to sell other courses, okay, to get clients so you can sell more courses, okay? Buy my course. Yo, the fact that people couldn't fall for that scam. Okay, I won't lie. I fell for that scam once, all right? But it wasn't a fitness one. It was actually like one of these digital marketing courses, right? And this is what, if you want to talk about my villain arc, that was my villain arc right there. That's what got me pissed off at a bunch of these internet marketers and scammers. It wasn't even a joke anymore, right? Because you see these guys, they use the same strategy. But yeah, it was like a digital marketing course where I'm like, oh, this would be nice to know. Maybe you can teach me something on SEO or something like that. Because SEO had really big interest in that at the time. And I thought this course would do it with the way they were promoting on YouTube. They're like, yo, you would learn everything you need to know, bro. This one course is the only course you need. And my dumbass was like, oh, really? Yo, okay. Listen, for $2,500, he said it could teach me everything I need to know. So, fuck going out and getting certified. Let me just pay for this guy's course. I did it. No refunds. And I'm like, yo, tell me I did not just pay $2,500 for a nigga to teach me how to sell courses to other people. Yo, chat. I have never felt so stupid in my life. But again, that's why I do this stuff, all right? That's why we come out here and we clown these weirdos so you can avoid the mistake I made, all right? Paying for a $700 DM on demand course, knowing fully well the bozos teaching it can't get laid, all right? Or I mean, they can, but it's not through the circumstances they're getting you to believe that you can get laid under. Okay, so let's get that situated.
I'll Google that when I'm in the Maybach using the Wi-Fi in the back of the Maybach with the tray table. Like I'll Google it, see if I can find it out, but maybe I'll never find it out.
How did that debate come to be? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say like
Because
It wasn't a debate. He rage quit it. He started playing piano during the debate because he got mad. Because what happened, the reason he brought up NFTs and he got mad is because I said, hey man, like you're just a grifter online. You're just trying to fleece people out of money. You're not a leader. Just play your video games. and he got big mad and he was like, why am I not qualified to be a leader? I didn't say this, but in my head I was thinking, because I'm not gonna say it. But anyway.
Bro, he knows he's not gonna say it because we watched the beef. We watched the beef between you and Destiny, bro. He was playing the piano half the time y'all were talking because you were trying to get at him because he went to some, I forgot what was it, Omaha, Nebraska, some shit like that. I don't know what school he went to, but it was some small school. And you know, if you go to a college that isn't UC Berkeley or Johns Hopkins, you're somehow a loser in Saint the Sinner's eyes. That was the whole conversation. He tried to go after Destiny's sexuality. Yo, Destiny's a girl's thing. He tried to go after his sexuality. Then he tried to go after his education. All right. He couldn't really go after Destiny's money because Destiny had more money than him. All right. So again, he's sitting there. There's a reason why he can't explain it because we all saw it. Like, again, the fact that Fresh and Fit's not saying nothing, and Myron's going to be like, well, I'm kind of cool with Destiny. Well, then you know the truth. You know the truth. You know this man is lying. Your audience knows this man is lying. Why y'all not checking him on that? But wait, you're supposed to be looking out for your fans. You're supposed to be looking out for these men that follow you by absolutely platforming scammers that are going to try to deceive them, right? It totally makes sense. I get exactly what y'all are up to. Classy Eye, shout out to you for the $5 super chat. Classy Eye says, Sus did this to get back in Myron's good graces after copying that style. MLD is pretty much the only FNF friends to visit whatever Myron's op. You know what? Yo, Glassy Eyes with the freaking perspective here. I like where you're going with this because that actually makes sense. I think Myron has some hidden vendetta against MLD for actually doing the whatever podcast, but maybe at that time he didn't know it was a problem with Myron until Myron made it known recently, right? But again, that could be why Myron decided, hey, you know what? Let me invite his op on, all right? And you know he's already heated about Saint the Sinner copying his flow. But the thing he's not as heated about is because Saint the Sinner's, he wasn't as successful, right? His show wasn't successful at all. It was just, he tried really hard, but it didn't work out. I mean, it was literally just, it was like the Walmart brand of whatever Fresh and Fit was doing, all right? So that's why Myron wasn't really, you know, Myron wasn't really caring because, like, he tried, but he didn't beat us, so his channel's whack, whatever, right? So they're willing to let Saint the Sinner back into their grace because, you know, he can just pull this shit. But what MLD did, he went on the Ops platform. Now, see, the Ops platform is Whatever Podcast, and Whatever Podcast is the only podcast to date that has replicated Fresh and Fit's podcast style and succeeded better than them. Like, they're doing it better than Fresh and Fit, and they didn't originally start out as that. They're actual grifters. That's the thing. They're actual grifters, but these grifters were so good, they're almost as good as the what they're trying to replace. You understand? So that's why Myron's probably heated, because he's like, how dare you, MLD? All right, and you got your viral moment on that podcast too. It could have been on mine. You could have been telling these bitches to endure on my podcast. All right? See, I would have never let Melina get away with that shit. You could have came here first. We wouldn't have did that to you, MLD, but you went on our ops and you mad you went through this bullshit. I bet you that's what Myron's going through right now. He's probably like, yeah, he's probably dancing and happy that MLD went through all that stuff because he could have easily went through that on his platform. And you know damn well if MLD said the same endure bullshit on Fresh and Fit platform, it probably wouldn't have gotten as much heat because Myron would have probably done something to like try to get Melina to shut up or something like that, right? I don't know. Or he'd have probably diffused, or he'd have probably done something other than holding MLD accountable. That's what I'm seeing from this. But anyways, I digress. Shout out to you for the super chat. More deep again with the $2 super chat. He says, I Sus Marquad right up the Hershey Highway. You gotta get them cards and chocolates, bro. Only the best for Papa. This guy, bro.
But what I did say is I said, check out this video, right? So we play the video. In the video, you can see him in full HD stating anyone who sells NFTs is just a grifter. They're just a con artist looking for a bigger sucker. And you know what's funny? I agree with that. I was like, so you saw yourself right there, right? You said selling NFTs is a scam. Check out this other video. Play. Shows Destiny. Oh, look, you can actually make money selling NFTs and the content creator gets 10%. So I could actually sell my clips. And I got some legendary Twitch clips. I can sell my Twitch clips as NFTs and get paid for it. And you guys want to support me, right?
Again,
I was like, bro, you're a cold hypocrite.
Nah, you're being disingenuous. It's not that he's a hypocrite, you're being disingenuous because in that clip, Destiny was clearly making the distinction between people who have the ability to use NFTs for the purpose that you're supposed to use it for. Listen, if scammers didn't invade NFTs, you could see some uses for it. And matter of fact, it already had applications for it already. The fact of the matter is, you had scammers, and then Logan Paul happened. All right, obviously after that shit, okay, dink doink. Oh my god, right? All that nonsense. Again, it was the era of scammers and fraudsters, so it was allowed to just go free, and that's what happened. So they ruined it for everyone. They ruined the potential. All right, it's basically what it is. So if a lot of people now they will see NFT and associated with rug pulls. They see crypto and associated with rug pull because it was such an open crypto and the way everything was set up and the way everything was handled regarding the projects surrounding cryptocurrencies and NFTs. All right, it basically created an environment where people are forever going to see this invention, okay, as a scam operated ordeal. That's just it. All right. A few people ruined it for the rest. It is what it is. But Destiny was making that distinction in that video. He was talking about the positive applications for NFTs. All right. But then later on, after the mountains of rug pull we've been witnessing happen from famous content creators, albeit, all right. Yeah, it was obvious that people were using it for scams. So him trying to say, oh, Destiny, I got you. You're a hypocrite. Look what you said before and look what you're saying now. You're a hypocrite. It's like, bro, by that logic, if he's a hypocrite, you are the god of hypocrites, okay? Your hypocritical statures, all right, just knows no bounds. Get the fuck out of here. That's crazy he's saying this right now.
You said they're a fraud, and here you are selling them to your own fans.
Damn.
You're a fraud. Show them the videos. The evidence is there. So then he rage quit, starts playing piano. Now, here's a difference between a character like that. He's defrauding his followers, selling them things he himself said was a fraud. I've sent out over $100,000 to my fans. I teach them how to do product-based business. You go to my websites, you see products that I created, and I let you or one of the fans sell them. Like this very watch right here, you can go to mdblabel.com. And if you buy this watch, does it make me money? No, it makes money for a guy named John Jacobs.
It's even worse than I thought. I thought you at least had them design the products and then you sell it on your platform. So wait a minute. You design the products, you sell it on a platform, and you just expect us to believe you just give the money to an audience member for free without taking a fee out of it? Yeah, bro, you lying. Why? And why are you lying? You don't even need to lie, bro. It's just the stuff. You're just trying to sound cool, trying to sound like you're altruistic. You're a liar, and we know because this don't even make any sense.
You see, I sent out over $100,000 to my fans. I've taught them how
That's
to fit.
Cap. That's cap.
And I've put money in their pockets. Radically different than defrauding them on things that I might.
Bro, what? What are you talking about? What is this? What is this? There's $18 left. There used to be $2,100. You look at this. Look at this. You scammed your audience, bro. You want to talk about I'm real? Bro, what is this? Like, miss me with this bullshit, bro.
Myself said are no good. So I basically told him, like, no, I don't respect you. And that hurt his feelings. He got big mad.
Okay. Because I didn't see the full debate. I know that you guys had a discussion. I didn't, and I get, once again, right, I like Dustin. I get along with him. I have respect for him.
I'm sure he likes you too. I think he likes tall guys. Big strong man like you. I'm sure he likes you too.
Yeah, thank you. But no, he's a good guy. I get along with him.
Honestly, I'd love to sit. Of all the people you mentioned, like, hey, we should make peace.
Yeah.
I actually feel like Destiny and I have had a misunderstanding.
Okay.
Truth be told, of all the people you mentioned, Destiny is the one guy that I'd be willing to sit down with.
Okay.
Run the play. Run that fucking play right now, dog. Yo, chat, you just heard it here. I can't believe I've missed this, but you heard this here. He's asking for that fade from Destiny for a repeat. Let's do it. Run the play. Run the play. Let's go. What you want? You want to sit down with Destiny after the last performance we saw when you couldn't explain the NFT? You try to insult him, and then he ended up playing the piano throughout the whole thing because you were being obviously so disingenuous. Run the play, bruh. Run that play. I want to see a part 2, Saint the Sinner and Destiny. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. This dude, it's like, again, they're just so used to talking shit. I bet you, too, he doesn't mean it. All right? I know we're excited, chat, but it might not happen because he might just be talking for talk because we all know if Destiny were to talk to this loser ever again, Destiny is going to bring up everything. He's going to bring up all of that shit. And matter of fact, I hope they do it in person so he can't mute, he can't play edits with the little live stream. Because y'all remember, after that tongue lashing and embodiment he got from Destiny, okay, this dude took down the live stream and re-uploaded and edited one to try to get us to believe that was a full clip. Well, listen, my guy, if the truth was the truth, it don't need to be edited now, does it? Why did you take down the original live stream? If you wanted us to see the real video, you could have just left the live stream up, but you took the original live stream down and left your edited version up. I mean, you think you're ready for a part 2 with Destiny? Really, bruh? You're asking for that on their platform? You think you're ready for part 2? I actually want to see it. It's not going to end well for you, bro. I'm just saying. Just saying, bro.
In as much as, admittedly, I've said some things to him and about him that I think were hurtful to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be willing to sit down with him and hash that out.
Okay.
You know, I don't agree with his behaviors. I think his behaviors are filthy and immoral. But I respect him as a human being. I respect everyone as a human being.
Yeah.
And in as much as that's the case, I'd be willing to sit down with him and be civil. And, you know, because one thing I don't want to be my legacy is a kind of intolerance that edges on, you know, making other people feel like they're less than. Just because I find something you do to be reprehensible or immoral or disgusting doesn't mean that you need to walk through your life with your head down.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want to teach people that you can tell someone, I don't agree with your behaviors. I think it's vile. I don't want people to be like you. I don't want this to spread, while maintaining a respectful relationship.
Listen, bro, I'm pretty sure that when you have a conversation with Destiny, if ever that happens, the last thing you're probably going to be talking about is his sexuality, bro. Okay, so you trying to say, well, I don't want my legacy to be known as an intolerant guy. No. We know you're that guy. We know you're intolerant, but not for the reasons you think you are. We think you're intolerant because we think you're actually, I think you're actually attracted to guys like Destiny and MLD. That's why I think you're intolerant. I think your psychology is not letting you admit that this is who you are. So that way you just use that as a way of insulting other people. Matter of fact, I think a lot of you red pillars are exactly that way. I'm sorry, bro. I'm just getting those vibes. Otherwise, you wouldn't be as vicious to people who are LGBTQ or people who decide to be, you know, men who don't want to be all this alpha nonsense you bozos are preaching. Okay, listen, let men be men. Let boys express themselves. Right? Who's that basketball player that redid his hair? He looks like he's gothic and shit. Right? Again, when I see something like that, when people are saying, oh my God, this guy, he's weird with his hair. Like, why would he do that to his hair? Yeah, you can say that. And yeah, it is kind of odd that he would do something like that. Right? But you got to understand, like, when it's been a while since black men been allowed to express themselves in the way they want to express themselves, right? Y'all remember, y'all got guys like who I forgot, it's Jimi Hendrix, right? Yeah, that's Jimi Hendrix and his style. What's his name? Prince and all these other guys, right? They were all black and they had their own style and the way they expressed themselves, right? And now everyone, if you're not doing something like hip hop, or like, you know, you're not listening to certain type of things, or if you're not acting in a certain type of way. And this is from men and women. I see this criticism from women and men, especially in the Black community, right? If you're not acting a certain way, you know, it's not considered as attractive. Or if you're not talking a certain way. I remember in high school, some dude got mad at me because like I wasn't speaking Ebonics. He's like, you're talking like a white man. I'm like, wait a minute. So speaking proper English is only reserved for white people? That's crazy to me that you would just sit there and tell me that. Like, you should be insulted, and I'm insulted for you. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? You know, bro. Black people speak well. It don't like you don't have to speak a certain way or sound a certain way and be a stereotype in order to be considered Black. So that shit just pissed me off when I heard that. It was crazy. But again, it's one of those things that you see on both sides where you try to put people in a hole. If a dude want to wear hair a certain way, let him wear hair a certain way. He's expressing himself. And who knows? If dude want to be emo, he probably is going through a depressive period right now. So that's not like him just going through that. It's not the first thing I'm just going to be like, you know, unless he's being like a hypocrite or something like that. Then you point out the hypocrisy, but you don't point out, you know, the outward expression of what they're trying to do, right? And same thing with any one of these bozos. The reason why we call them out is because they are hypocrites, right? Because any one of these dudes, right, if they had if Sus Marquad had his flamboyant ways, it wouldn't be a big deal. No one would be, you know, saying, hey, let's point this out. You're calling people hookers and comparing yourself to a bald lover. Like, what's going on over here, right? People wouldn't really make a big deal about it. But the fact that you guys are so gung-ho about, oh, we're definitely anti-LGBT. Yeah, we're so masculine that we're oh my God, we're just gonna hang out with a bunch of other men, and yeah, so what, we find other men attractive. It's just, and we're masculine. It's like, bro, y'all don't see what y'all doing. y'all are behaving in these ways, and it sounds like y'all hateful. Just be real. All right. Z Gen 3 generic. Am I saying that right? Shout out to you for the $5 super chat. It says, don't forget, Sneeko, I want to see him on FNF along with MLD. Let's get them all in there. First of all, here's the thing. Sneeko, didn't Saint the Sinner talk shit about Sneeko too? That's the funny thing, right? Because Sneeko's supposed to be their friend. Didn't Sus Marquad do a video about Sneeko too? I thought I saw a video about him trying to go at Sneeko. Again, they're supposed to be their friend, though. That's their friend, though.
Yeah. What about academics?
Academics are a funny ass dude. Yeah, and
I'll make the connection between you and Destiny. Destiny's a good guy. I'll make that happen.
And I'd love to actually
do it. I want to see a part.
I got a good amount of respect for Destiny.
Saint the Sinner versus Destiny
he can
part
come on
2. Let's
platforms
do it.
where people he disagrees with and have a civil discussion.
I didn't say I respect him, but go ahead.
All right, okay. I'm saying I respect
this guy right here.
I'm saying me personally, I respect the guy.
DJ Fatademics.
Here we go.
God. Here we go.
Now,
That's the
listen,
homie, man. That's the homie.
I want everyone to know I ended his shit. Listen to me. The super villain ended his shit. You heard me?
Timeout, chat. Okay, because we gotta go over this for a second. DJ Academics, you would say they're fresh and fit. It's Fresh and Fit's boy. That's DJ Academics. Fresh and Fit's boy. All right. He practically got Fresh and Fit a bunch of those stars in the rap industry that you saw in their show. They were through his connects. All right. And now Myron, he wants you to believe that he's a loyal man to his friends that help him up. Now, compared to Saint the Sinner, I would venture to say that no one has had as big of an effect on Fresh and Fit's platform than DJ Academics. I would go as far as to say that, right? So why is it that you would invite his op to your show and then allow him to then declare that he bodied the guy who helped you guys out so much, knowing for the fact that it wasn't true? You just called him fatademics. Okay, play on words. Haha, it was funny the first time. Now it's played out. So you think Myron's going to defend his buddy that helped him out, get all these rap artists and, you know, really blow up the show? Do you think Myron is going to stand up and be loyal to his friend DJ Academics, or do you think he's going to laugh alongside with Fresh, you know, at Saint the Sinner's not funny jokes? What do y'all think in the chat? Let me know as we play this real quick.
And I want the record to record that DJ Fatademics thought he was that guy. He thought he wanted smoke, but end up what? What happened? You heard me? At the time, I think I was in like some small Eastern European. I think I was in Poland, actually. I was in Poland flaming this shit on bad internet. You heard me? They had me on dial-up 56K internet flaming this shit. Now, here's the thing. The bull said he could flame anybody.
Yeah.
He got in the ring with a serious opponent, got his shit shattered by a prime Mike Tyson. He ain't speak my name after that. You heard me? Turn the boy into a mime. Let the whole internet record his own fans were saying the Saint the sinner fucked your shit up. You heard me? His own fans.
I'm not gonna lie, he did tap out though.
That was a body. Then he started lying. He's like, I can't even like talk to these people like unless they show me bank statements. Which bank? Which bank?
That's a great question. How about you open them bank accounts up, bro? Big bank, take little bank, because I would almost guarantee you DJ Academics got way more money than you. So stop pretending, dog. And you notice what Fresh said earlier? He was like, well, yeah, you know, that's true. That's true. You're agreeing with someone who is dissing your best friend right now. DJ Academics, listen to what Fresh said. Hold up, let me full screen this real quick. Can I full screen this real quick, chat? Let me get this on full screen. Listen to
the
this.
Saint the sinner fucked your shit up. You heard me? His own fans.
I'm not gonna lie, he did tap out though.
That was a body.
You know this. When was the last time DJ Academics was on Fresh and Fit? Can I ask you guys that question, chat? When was the last time DJ Academics was on Fresh and Fit as a guest? Seem like y'all, if anything, y'all claim to be a real friend to your people around you. It seems like y'all are fake, Fresh and Fit. Y'all sound so fake right now in this video. You're laughing with his op about a battle that he didn't even win. And you just let him do that to two of your friends. Maybe, I mean, Myron and Destiny, they have respect for each other, right? I don't think Destiny hates the Fresh and Fit platform, which is fine, right? But we're going to move Destiny aside. He dissed MLD, who's their friend for sure. And he's also dissing DJ Academic, who is their friend or was their friend. I'm just asking, when was the last time DJ Academics was on Fresh and Fit as a guest? Because they're getting real comfortable just, you know, making him out to be a bitch. But I thought y'all were his youngins. I thought he got his foot on your necks. I'm Big Ack. I got my foot on her necks. Hey, Big Ack, I don't think you got the foot on the neck. Fresh thinks you got bodied by Saint the Sinner of all people. I think your grip is loosening here, all right? Get these boys in line.
Body. Then he started lying. He's like, I can't even like talk to these people like unless they show me bank statements. Which bank? Which bank? At that time, I went to that country to deposit money. And they told me we can only insure up to this.
Sean said it's been over a year. Jesus. Yo, and there's the thing, chat. Remember when I did the video on Flacco? And shout out to Flacco, by the way. But remember I did that video on Flacco where I thought Flacco was an absolute idiot for siding, you know, with Saint the Sinner and inviting Saint the Sinner on Adam 22's podcast, No Jumper. Y'all remember when that happened, right? Y'all remember when Flacco was dumb enough to invite this loser, okay, to No Jumper's platform and did a friendly patty cake interview with him. We reacted to that. How do you think DJ Academic reacted? He was not happy. He was about to call Adam 22 and get that nigga fired. He said, I got you hired on that platform and you're going to interview my ops. He was not happy, bro. What do you think DJ Academics is going to see or think or feel when he sees this video of his op? The same one where he nearly destroyed Flacco's career for platforming. What are you going to do to y'all? His friends. Again, that's why the name of the episode is exactly what it is. You got to endure these fake friends. All these people on YouTube talk about, oh, yeah, we're loyal to each other. We care about each other. They don't know the first thing about loyalty if it slapped them in the head, all right, with its backhand. They wouldn't know where to hit him. Huh? Loyalty, where that at? Oh, yeah, I'm all about that. But what hit me? I couldn't see. Y'all see what hit me? I couldn't see what hit me. Goddamn. That's exactly what you guys are. If he was able to flip on Flacco like that, and Flacco was basically a mini DJ Academics with a stuttering problem, bruh, Fresh and Fit, y'all niggas ain't shit. He will disown y'all like that. Y'all playing around. Again, y'all supposed to be loyal. Here you are just breaking apart relationships. Like hotcakes, bruh. This is crazy.
This amount. Let us introduce you to another banker. Which banker are you talking about? It's not about money. It's about the fact that you got fucking flamed.
Damn.
And by the way, for people like DJ Fatademics, you make your living by lambasting and verbally assaulting dimwits, rappers, drill rappers who can barely speak English, right? The ignorant among the African-American masses. But then I step up all of a sudden. He quiet as a church mouse. Those are called bullies, friends. Those are called bullies. Well, now the big bad wolf is here, the super villain. You're me, the warrior king of this YouTube thing. Tell everybody to shut their mouth when I come around. Carrying on.
You know who's my favorite person that you roasted? O'Shea.
Oh man,
that was beautiful.
Now we got a
You
problem.
ended that nigga, bro.
Listen,
that's one person I agree with. That
Yeah,
you roasted like
that was a
100%.
great
All right,
roast, bro.
okay, chat. The reason why they agree with it, okay, is because O'Shea's been doing nonstop videos exposing these clowns, okay? And the thing is, O'Shea, they used to be cool with O'Shea, right? Even back when Kevin Samuel was alive and everything like that, all right? They used to be really cool with O'Shea. But the thing is, O'Shea was among the ones, especially with that Anna Quinn fitness, he was the one that called them out on that. Right, he called them out. He was the only other content creator besides, I would say, Kevin Samuels and a few other people who were part of the Manosphere clique that called them out. Even though Fresh and Fit at the time already collabed with Kevin Samuels, O'Shea called them out. Everybody else was trying to like play, best friends and buddies. He called them out, called them bozos, right? And yeah, they had a falling out, but it was kind of okay. And then after Kevin Samuels passed away, you could see like they all of a sudden Fresh and Fit, their true colors came about because they started talking shit about O'Shea and Kevin Samuels and all these other people. But to be fair, that shit talking was already going on behind the scenes. So I can understand if O'Shea was already distancing himself from Fresh and Fit once he got wind of the shit talking. All right, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happened. But again, these guys, of course, it's no brainer. They're so happy that Saint the Sinner tried to expose O'Shea Duke Jackson, which again, he exposed O'Shea's dad. He didn't expose O'Shea.
Listen, you notice I never mention O'Shea online.
Yeah,
no, really.
The reason why he doesn't mention him because I will body you, bruh. Do it. To do it. Go after his mama again. I'm going to bring up your daddy. I'm going to bring up your crackheaded mama, and we going to go to town, bruh. We got, bruh, ever since the last episode we did, we got so much information on this dude's family, bro. At this point, saying, I'm just as big as a part of your family, all right? I'm part of the Leeds Better family, all right? I call me Leeds Better because I'm part of that family, all right? Listen, stop playing with me, dog. Like, you go ahead, go after somebody else again. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're going after innocent people. You know what this guy does? He exposes some woman and her child talking about, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're married to a porn star. You're married to a porn star. It's like, huh? What? Like, what are you talking about? Like who's part of your research team? Because like at this point, like y'all ain't got shit. So why you listen again? There's a reason why you're not mentioning O'Shea because you know what's gonna happen. You're gonna get flamed up. Like your whole backstory, like especially shit that you definitely know if it came out. First of all, there's not a lot of people that follow you that would care, anyways. But it'd be deeply damaging to your fucking ego. So stop playing. Stop playing, going after innocent people because there are people who are crazier than you that will release that information. Stop playing, okay? Because you over here talking about again, chat. I don't know if he still has those videos up, but the way he went after O'Shea was crazy, chat. It was crazy. Imagine like friendly fire on a whole new scale, right? You're shooting not friendly fire, innocent bystanders. Let's call it that, right? That's crazy. A man's father had to come out and go on YouTube to defend his son because you were spreading false information. Do that shit again, and you getting exposed, bro. You getting exposed worse off than I did you last time. I'm gonna force you to come up here to Madison and fight me. Let's do it. Like this guy, he's talking all this shit, and he doesn't think people can find out. Like, stop playing, bro.
Really, you notice I've never mentioned him since the roast. Mm-hmm. Some things are on the internet, and then if I ever stop talking about something, I stop talking about it for a reason. And he's never mentioned me again.
Yep.
If people knew the story, nobody else would mention me.
Yeah, he's not one to be played with, bro.
Yeah.
If people knew why he doesn't mention me and I don't mention him, no one else would mention me.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, he's fucking.
Hey man,
You
one
want to talk
person you
about
don't play with is Marquett, bro.
something called the. I mean, bro, you over here gossiping on other people. That's literally what the dude does. It's ridiculous, man. That's not masculine.
Wow,
That's what girls do, bro.
the balls on these guys. Yeah, or shit. All he does is he just gossips on other people. His show is called Celebrity Gossip. Yeah, that's the whole show. And all y'all sit there and do is gossip about females in their reproductive cycles and dating strategies or mating strategies. That's what y'all niggas do all freaking day. Day in and day out. This is hypergamy. Oh, she's ovulating over here. Right? Y'all are just, I'm sorry, bro. I would much rather, all right, not have a constant conversations every day on female mating cycles, all right, or dating strategies, or what do you call it? When they're ovulating. I don't what the fuck I don't care about that shit. But you weirdos online come up here, talk about it nonstop. You gossip about celebrity relationship. Matter of fact, you go as far as comparing yourselves to celebrity relationships, and then turn around and say, yeah, these people that talk about other content creators doing what we do, yeah, you guys are just gossip queens. Oh. If O'Shea is a gossip queen, y'all are the biggest gossiping establishment that's ever existed in the history of YouTube, and you get paid for it. Matter of fact, you're the number 5 most super chatted channel. All right, back when you were platformed, I mean, you know, back when times were good for you guys. All right, the number 5 most super chatted live stream platform on YouTube. That's how far your grift went, and you're gonna sit here and talk about, yeah, these other guys are gossip queens. These guys, bro, I can't stand them. I can't stand them. Like, come on, bro. Generic. Shout out to you for the $5 super chat. How do I say your name? Can you pronounce it for me? I think I'm saying it right, but then the Z is throwing me off. But shout out to you. Is the Z silent? Is it a silent Z? Shout out to you. It says Sneeko and Destiny reunite versus Saint Sinner versus MLD for a free for all on Fresh and Fit. That would be an episode to watch. We gotta watch that. That's gotta happen. All right. A red pill debate, Sneeko and Destiny versus MLD and Saint the Sin. Now, here's the thing though. You think is Sneeko and Destiny cool now or what? I know Sneeko has done his old about face and now he's doing the IRL streaming, right? Is he dating that one girl? Cause I saw Zerka reacting to it. Who's that one girl that's always around Bradley Martin? She's always hanging around Bradley Martin all the damn time. What's her name again? Is it Katie or some shit like that? I think he's dating her. Is this Sneeko dating her? Something like so. Somebody help me out with that. But yeah, it's just weird. I think he's done the about face. He's doing IRL content now. All right, so which I think it's hypocritical. But again, he's got to get out that red pill grift. He's got to. Now, he won't be as successful as he once was, but I'm proud of him. I hope this is a permanent flip for Sneeko. But then again, just knowing who Sneeko is, this might not be the end of it, okay? It just is what it is. But shout out to you for the super chat. Not snitching. Shout out to you for the $6 super chat. Not snitching. Says, Sassing has beef with AK, MLD, Sneeko. I knew it. He says, and legit has a video on Zerka coming this week. FNF made Zerka stop shit talking Tate, but somehow this is okay. Need I say more? Not snitching. Do I need to say more? This is absolutely factual. It just shows you where their priorities lie, right? They're getting in on Zerka for talking shit about Tate. Yet here is someone like Sus the Sinner who is talking a shit about not only Andrew Tate, but everybody who's ever associated with Fresh and Fit. Yet Fresh and Fit want us to believe that they're loyal friends. This is all I need right here. This comment is all I need right here. Shout out to you. It makes sense.
Yeah, so I'm just we'll move on. You know, they say intelligent people talk about things, stupid people talk about people. So we'll move on.
Actually, that's a sin.
You know, I hate this. I hate this quote. Right? They're trying to make it seem like, yeah, we're so intelligent. We talk about other things beyond just other people. No. You guys sit there, jerk each other off, and talk about girls. Girls are people. Okay, y'all talking about women all goddamn day long. Yeah, y'all are the stupid ones. All y'all do is talk about people, particularly women. So realistically, you're worse than the people that just talk about people, because y'all just talk about women. So it just makes you sad and stupid. Like, I mean, that just is what it is. I just find it interesting. These guys are trying to turn around and ridicule us, at least channels like us who call these people out, right? They're trying to make us look like, oh, we're some kind of weirdos talking about these men all day. Oh, look at you. You're sitting there talking about people all day. You see what they say? It's stupid people talk about people. Smart people talk about, things. And, even smarter people talk about godly things. However that quote goes, right? That's what they're trying to make it seem like. No, we're not stupid for talking about you. I think if we're stupid for calling you guys out for being clearly disingenuous and possibly scammers. Okay, it makes the content you guys are producing way worse. It makes you guys worse than stupids. You guys are just tards, a bunch of tards just walking around, not really knowing what you're doing here, but taking a lot of money from even dumber tards than you. So what? Well, again, it's just trying to make it sound like you're better than most. It's just it's flattering. Okay, but let me get to this. Let me get to him explaining the Andrew Tate situation, because I thought that was interesting, right? Let me bring it here, because I thought this was great. Let me see. I didn't bring that up. Hold up. Can ever help us? Most replayed. Hold up. There we go. Right here. Right here. I want to play this right here. All right. So Sus Marquad ends up explaining the whole reason why we call him Sus Marquad, the unexpected visit he paid to Andrew Tate. Okay. So at least the one thing good we can say Fresh and Fit did was pressing him on the Tate visitation. Yo, what is the point of this? Why would you do this? It kind of looks stupid. And watch the explanation Sus Marquad gives on why and how he showed up to Andrew Tate's house. God damn it. Bro.
There is to get exposure, right? So, right. Hilarious.
Why you're the sauce with chocolate?
Hold up.
Specifically.
Right.
Question for Mr. Byrne. What's your take on gematria, assigned letters with number of ciphers?
No take.
Okay.
Fully coolly
goes, Peace and Saints, Chinese and the Jewish folk are doing it right. Can't speak for us at the US, UK, left or right. They're quick to eat each other. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you this. They put their country first. Peace and Saints, do you think it is okay to bring chocolates to a man you are trying to meet for the first time? Oh, man.
I think it's hilarious.
Can we address that real quick?
Yeah,
let's do it. Let's address it.
Issue people have with you and Andrew Tate. What happened there?
No kidding.
Yeah, because they were like, why you're the sauce with chocolate?
That's crazy. I thought it was hilarious. Did you guys actually see that stream? I thought it was hilarious.
I didn't see the stream, but I heard about it.
I saw a clip.
Yeah.
Because Matt Shea did that.
Right.
So
right. And when Matt Shea did it, Tate was basically tormenting him, right? So Tate was a tormentor. It was comedy, right? And he said, if you give me the chocolates, I'll do an interview with you, right? But there was never going to be an interview, right? It's just comedy.
Yeah.
Right. So we mentioned the algorithm earlier. The algorithm, right? When you utilize the algorithm, what you are trying to utilize it for as a content creator is to get exposure, right? So A, you want to utilize the algorithm, and I'll speak to that in a second. And then B, what is going to sell the best on the internet? What are people going to retweet? What are people going to talk about more?
So you're a clout chaser. Is that what it is? So the whole stunt of you going to Tate's house with a box of chocolate was the clout chase. Hey, bro, I appreciate y'all being honest because I thought Fresh and Fit don't hang out with clout chasers, but it seemed like you're explaining casually how clout chasing works. You decided to show up to Tate's house, okay, with chocolates and a card because you thought it was going to be good for the algorithm. I mean, you were right. It was good for the algorithm, but not great for your reputation either. So, again, you notice how, again, these people want to call everybody else clout chasers. You will never catch me taking time out of my day to fly over to Romania to visit that bozo. Okay, it is what it is. I don't even care if I'm going to Romania anyways. What the fuck I need to go pull up the Andrew Tate's mansion for? Or I'm sorry, we already established it's not a mansion. It's a glorified warehouse. That's basically what it is. Who has the time? Only a clout chaser and a super fan would take the time out of their day, go all the way to his freaking villa where a bunch of cemeteries and dead-end roads are at, all right, just to get a chance to sniff this dude's farts. That's what y'all are doing. Y'all are the real clout chasers. And realistically, you're die hard, especially if you find out how Saint the Sinner got Tate's address to begin with. He got it off of a Google photo. A Google photo and a video of Matt Shea. All right. And then he had it matched to the location and then had a taxi take him out there. You a stalker. You're a stalker, bro. That's what you are, dog. You're weird. You're fucking weird, dog. You're sitting there talking about, yeah, it's clout. Yeah, it's clout, and you're a weirdo. Congratulations.
Negativity.
Yeah.
Right? The haters are going to be much better promoters than those who are fans. Your haters are going to shout it high and low. So I asked myself, I said, Marquett being the supervillain, the evil genius, Flex Luthor, Freshly Snipes,
guy, bro.
the idol of James Bond, Attila the Hun. You're in Romania already. How much money would it cost you to associate the term the saint and the sinner with the term Andrew Tate? Why would it be good to associate your search term with his search term? Why would that be a good thing for a content creator?
Because you're clout chasing. Again, I like how you're just explaining it in every which way aside from exactly what it is. You're clout chasing. That's exactly how I explain it. What are you talking about?
Views. He's the most searched, Googled man in the world, right?
Yeah.
Now, there's paid reach and there's organic reach. When you utilize the algorithm, as people call, that's organic reach. What's better, organic reach or paid reach?
Organic.
It's always going to be organic by far. Organic's going to get you farther, and organic's going to be longer lasting. And organic is the algorithm. So a genius, an evil genius, is going to say, okay, well, if I know that negativity sells more than positivity, let's take the side of the negativity. And if I know that the algorithm is critical to getting my content pushed out, who do I want to be associated with? I want to be associated with the guy who's the most Googled person on earth.
Yeah, the most Google trafficker on earth. Let me just associate my name with it because I'm a supervillain. Did he compare himself to Attila the Hun? Oh my God, the cringe factor with this guy. Oh, the back of my neck is crawling. Just him. You're Attila? Attila what? Get the fuck out of here, dude. These people and their delusions. It's just, come on, bro. What do you know? You're describing being a clout chaser. That's what you're describing. And the way you're trying to explain it to Fresh, like he's a dummy. I know he looks stupid, but I think deep down he knows what you're explaining because they do it too. You're all clout chasers. So I just find it interesting. You call us clout chasers for calling you out, but the very fact that you guys are doing clout chasing behaviors doesn't make y'all clout chasers. Okay. I see how y'all work over here.
And then how do I do it? And how do I get people to talk about it? In other words, be remarkable, make a remark about it. Well, piss them off, give them something to say. And there's a quotation that goes, nothing is more urgent than the want of something to say. You know, most people are brain dead. They don't have any ideas.
Buddy is flexing his teaching degree right now, bro. He is lecturing Fresh. And all he has to do is just explain why you pulled up to this dude's house with a box of chocolates and a card. Okay, he's supposed to be worth 50 million. You couldn't find 50 grand laying around. Come on, bro. What was up with that? And he's over here talking about, well, like, do you know how algorithm works? I don't know how to explain NFTs, but let me explain to you how the YouTube algorithm works. Okay, when someone has clout, you chase it. I mean, that's exactly what he's trying to say. I'm just shortening it up for you guys. Okay, just keep that in mind.
So like, let's give them something to gossip about, talk about.
Yeah.
And so I asked myself, I was like, to get my name associated with Tate's name in the algorithm would cost a tremendous amount of money that, frankly, I don't want to invest. But
or a connection.
Or a connection, correct.
Yeah.
But temporally, time-wise, when I was actually already in Bucharest, it was not the appropriate time to have an interview with them. And I knew that. But I was already there, right? So I said, I'm going to put this to use. So I put it to use, I think the stream is hilarious, just side note. I laughed at it. I thought it was very funny.
Yeah. Okay.
Personally, I watched it. I laughed at it. It was hilarious.
Okay.
So I utilized that to the best effect. And I really enjoy looking at people in the comments who are like, you brought a grown man a box of candies. And I'm like, you watched the video, you added to the watch time, you commented, you're pushing it out further. And I appreciate what's called.
No, it's all of that and more. Your pride is done. Your ego, I mean, your reputation is dirt. That's what they were saying with that video. When they saw it, they're like, oh yeah, this is pathetic as all hell. Everybody thought it was pathetic. So you try to do this roundabout way to explain it away and say, hey, listen, all right, you added to the comments. You added to the interaction. So by definition, I mean, I accomplished my goal. I got the clout. No, you made yourself look like a clown and a beta male suck up, okay, who probably has a lust for unquenchable lust, I would say, for Andrew Tate, at least unquenchable enough to be able to show up at his house with a box of cards or a box of chocolates and cards. I would say that's thirsty as hell. Okay, that's really thirsty. So again, you're not fooling anybody. All right, you doing this over explanation to try to round about the fact that you were stalking the guy and you thought you could get an interview. This is just weird. All of this dressing up of the truth and what we actually saw, it's weird. So your fans who were calling you out in that video, they're not haters, all right? And yeah, they did add to the engagement, but I think you guys have got it misconstrued, okay? Not all publicity is good publicity. There's some publicity that just checked out your reputation, and that's it. So forever now, you'll be known as Sus Marquad. You're sus for exactly the behavior displayed on that video.
Called engagement.
Yeah.
Thank you for engaging it. And whether your comment is negative or positive, it increases engagement. And so that, my dear friends, I call that a chess move.
Wow.
And that took all of probably like 45 minutes out of my day. And the most I spent for that was like about €45. I had my assistant with me and I paid for an Uber. So €45, including what I was paying her. And then after that, I flew over to Iași, second largest city in Romania, and made sweet, passionate love to a beautiful Romanian woman. And after that, I went on to the next country.
Perfect.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Can I be honest here?
Dude, hold up. Just that silence enough says everything. That silence alone, it just says that, you know that they know that story is cap. They know it's cap, but they don't want to call him out live on air, right? They're not going to do that. But come on. Come on. Is Fresh about to push back on this? Let me just, I want to play this silence. Okay, y'all can count. There's literally 5 seconds of silence here.
And then after that, I flew over to Iași, second largest city in Romania, and made sweet, passionate love to a beautiful Romanian woman.
Yeah, it all just worked out.
After that, I went on to the next country.
Perfect.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Can I be honest here?
Yeah, please.
You could have did that differently, though.
Yo! The one time Fresh has a brain. Yo, I'm proud of my little guy. Look at this guy. Oh my, somebody, honey, get the camera. Get the camera. Take a look at this. Our boy's growing up so fast. Look at this guy. He grew a brain. He said, hey, bro, hold up. You could have done that in a better way, though. Yo, I'm actually, listen, chat. I never thought I would see the day where I would say this. But W Fresh. Hey, W Fresh. He's not as stupid as he looks. Come on. Who believes that story, dog? Who honestly believes that story? You're lying, Saint. You're lying. You desperately wanted an interview with that guy. And now you're trying to explain the way like it was some 5D chess game for clout. No, because if you really want to do it, you would have done it a different way, like this idiot is saying, okay? Even someone like Fresh knows there was a smarter way to do it. Oh my God. What world have we come to where even Fresh has a better way of doing things than a guy who's supposed to be the genius technologist of our entire era? Oh God. I can't do this, chat.
Talk to me.
Because I mean, bro, you went to his house.
I did. I pulled up. The blacks call it pulling up, right?
Yeah, you put.
Yes, I pulled.
That's called pulling up. You see how he all of a sudden forgot slang. That's called pulling up, right? I believe I didn't show up to his house. I pulled up to his house. It has a more aggressive tone to it. Yo, this is hilarious.
Bro, you went to his house.
I did. I pulled up. The blacks call it pulling up, right?
The blacks. I told you, this guy is racist, all right? That's part of why I don't like him. I genuinely think he's a racist that hides behind black people when it's convenient for him. But look how the blacks. No, not blacks. Blacks don't, it's not a, pulling up is not a term reserved for black people. What? These guys, it's like they just let their inner thoughts just on display. We see these people for who they are.
Yeah, you put.
Yes,
yeah.
I pulled up.
Like,
Did you make the introduction?
For example.
Wait. First off.
Let Fresh
temporally.
Let him cook.
Yeah.
Temporally.
Yeah.
Was that the right time to do that?
No.
It was the wrong time. Like even with connections, right? It was the wrong time, right?
Wait, hold on.
Let Fresh cook.
Okay.
Let me explain.
Okay.
Because you could have reached out to us.
Right.
And obviously speaking, it won't happen right away, but maybe with time.
If I wanted to actually do it.
Yes.
But you're assuming that I wanted to actually
Shut up! Oh my God, Chad. He is capping so hard. He's capping so hard. He's like, you're assuming though, if I wanted to do it through you. No. They're saying, honestly, you could have said you would have gotten a baller interview, okay, and saved yourself the embarrassment, right? And that was right off when Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson were getting massive view numbers from Andrew Tate. So you were trying to hop on that grift. But instead of contacting your friends, okay, your quote unquote friends, to go ahead and establish a connection since they know him personally, he was their first major podcast he was on, all right? You didn't do that. You went the roundabout way, which lets me know a couple things behind the scenes. A, you're not even that all confident in your relationship with Fresh and Fit. That's what it's telling me. Although you like to brag about it to everybody else and your fans, your relationship with Fresh and Fit behind the scenes is not as stable as you would like it to be. That's why you didn't originally reach out to Fresh and Fit. But because, listen, if I had someone who is connected to a larger content creator that could possibly help me out, right, I would just reach out to them. I wouldn't pull up to their house unannounced with a bunch of chocolates and a card begging for an interview. Again, you trying to make Fresh look dumb by saying, oh, well, you're assuming I wanted to go through you guys. No. Fresh knows exactly what he's talking about, okay? You could have just asked them. They're cool with Andrew Tate. Yo, Fresh is cooking right now. I never thought I would see the day. My boy's growing up. All right.
Do it rather than get the algorithmic association.
But what's the better benefit for yourself as a creator to actually do it?
But here's the reality of things. You see, I live in reality.
But maybe with time.
If I wanted to actually do it.
Yes. But
you're assuming that I wanted to actually do it rather than get the algorithmic association.
But what's the better benefit for yourself as a creator to actually do it?
But here's the reality of things. You see, I live in reality.
Mm-hmm.
You always have to ask yourself, especially if you're going to do a business deal, what is the benefit to the other person?
How about not showing up to their house unannounced? Yo, the mental gymnastic. Yo, stop. Fresh is right on this one, bro. The Fresh is right. You could have gotten the views anyways if you got the interview, but you didn't get the interview and you look like the clown. I guarantee you, if you actually interviewed Tate, if you scored the interview by going through them, you would have had way more views than you would have had on your defunct channel, all right? Talking about, oh yeah, the Wi-Fi went out. Tate must have some internet blockers. That's what happened. Yeah, it wasn't that we got rejected and the security guard was eating our chocolates. No, Tate got some Wi-Fi blockers. Yeah, that's why we couldn't finish the live stream, guys. Nah, bro, you could have just went through them. That's what they're saying, and you would have gotten the interview, which would have gotten way more views. Probably not 1 million because you're not that guy, but you would have probably gotten at least a cool 300,000 to 500,000 views. It would probably been the most views your channel has ever gotten. But instead, you decide to be a stalker and go to his house unannounced. So you try to make Fresh look like an idiot here. I'm gonna have to defend Fresh. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm gonna have to do it. Okay, he's actually smart here. You could have went through them.
What is the benefit to the other person? Never delude yourself. When you're looking at rational actors, you got the BBC trying to interview an individual. The BBC, so it stands for British Broadcast Company.
Yeah.
All right. So the BBC is trying to interview him. Even if I had 1 million subscribers, would I rank against the BBC trying to interview him?
Yes.
You want to hear a joke?
Yes, because you're friends with Fresh and Fit. They're pretty much tight with Tate. So you would have outranked the BBC. All right. And realistically, Tate was looking to speak to anyone who was willing to believe his bullshit of him being innocent. But no, he's guilty. He's most definitely going to prison. It is what it is. Okay. So again, you know how he was trying to say, I live in a real world. Okay. Y'all remember that? He's like, listen, I live in reality. Okay, in reality, no. In reality, you don't stalk people. Matter of fact, you doing what you did is the definition of not living in reality. If somebody who wasn't you, like let's say some weirdo decided to pull up to somebody else's house unannounced and they don't even know, okay, we would consider that as signs of mental problems. Okay, you got issues because that's not the real world. You're deluded to believing this person is gonna give you the time of day just because you showed up. All right. But in reality, they don't know who you are. So you're the one living in a delusion. All right. You're not in the real world. But the way he tries to phrase it as, I'm in the real world. Okay. This is how it goes down. Let me rewind that because I can't believe I heard that.
You always have to ask yourself, especially if you're going to do a business deal.
Hold up. I think I went too far. Hold up.
See, you're
but maybe
okay.
Because you could reach out to us.
Right.
And obviously speaking, it won't happen right away, but maybe with time.
if I wanted to actually do it.
Yes,
but you're assuming that I wanted to actually do it rather than get the algorithmic association.
But what's the better benefit for yourself as a creator to actually do it?
But here's the reality of things. You see, I live in reality.
Wow.
You always have to ask yourself, especially if you're going to do a business deal, what is the benefit to the other person? What is the benefit to the other person? Never delude yourself. When you're looking at rational actors, you got the BBC trying to interview an individual. The BBC. Does that stand for British Broadcast Company?
Yeah.
All right. So the
Bruh, you did a fake BBC documentary on your channel pretending you went to Kenya. Or well, not pretending you went to Kenya, pretending the Kenyan government rolled out the red carpet for you. You know what the BBC is. Stop lying. You even called it didn't he label it a BBC documentary before he had to take it down and rename it to something else? So he obviously knows what the BBC is. I mean, jeez, bruh.
BBC is trying to interview him. Even if I had 1 million subscribers, would I rank against the BBC trying to interview him?
You want to hear a joke? He's on interviews with people with less subs.
Yeah.
I think
temporally at that time.
Bro, Tate's done interviews with I think it was either Tristan or Andrew, but he's done interviews with Alex. He's done interviews where the brothers have done interviews with who's the other guy? Allende. It's a couple of these people. All these other guys who've got like little to no channel. Even the Anthony Johnson, Andrew Tate has done interviews with. So he would have had no problem if you were associated with Fresh and Fit and you came with that connection as a businessman living in reality. Okay, if you came with him with that connection through a mutual party, okay, I'm pretty sure you would have gotten that interview easier than a BBC or a Vice News or whoever else is coming at Andrew Tate. But again, you're sitting here trying to cover up an obvious L. Like, stop. We know you took the L, bruh. We knew you took the L. Like, stop the cap, bro. You're looking embarrassing at this point. And I think it looks like Fresh, though, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel as though Fresh is getting sick and tired of this dude, right? Because they know he's lying. They obviously are knowing he's lying, right? Because they're calling him out. So I think they're getting sick and tired of him. Glassy, I shout to you for the $2 super chat. She says, Attila the done butt ass.
Butt ass.
Yeah, he's sus. He's a real sus dude, bro. Generic shout to you for the $5 super chat. Generic says, Eric. Shout out to you. He says, Eric, generic first name. 3 is the E. The Z is just for show. Don't overthink. Okay. It's okay. Generic first name. Oh, okay. Generic. So, all right, it got me. I'd be getting confused. I'm like, yo, how do you say this? Is generic? Is the Z silent? But shout out to you. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Let's get going with this Sus Marquad lying affair.
That was BBC time. That was his biggest opportunity.
Yeah.
And I'm coming out of like we have
That's not true because he got an interview with Candace Owens and Tucker right after that.
Prior relationship, but it's not even a realistic thing. My goal was to get associated with the algorithm. And so rationally, you ask yourself, what is my downside? What is my upside? What is my downside? Did I lose any money? I invested $45. I wouldn't even spent that on an ad spend. I wouldn't have got that much mileage on an ad spend at 45 or euros. So what's my downside?
You look like a clown. You made yourself look like a beta male chump desperately hunting for other influencers for the sake of clout. That's what you did. Look at Fresh's face. It says it all. He knows you're capping. And honestly, this is I keep saying this, but I'm actually proud of Fresh here. All right. This is the kind of interview dynamic we need from the B mic over here. So for once, the B mic is acting like an A mic at this point, right? So yes, Fresh is absolutely right. There's no excuses for what this guy's trying to make it sound good. He's trying to dress it up in a pretty dress, put a lipstick on it and call it something else other than what it actually was. All right, clout chasing. And what I find interesting about this whole thing is Myron talks at length about how much he hates clout chasers, yet is willing to platform one right dead center, but not any normal clout chaser. A clout chaser who's known for backstabbing people they know. Myron, this sounds hypocritical, bro. because you out here calling other people clout chasers. Here's one right now, and you're not doing anything about it. While he's admitting to you the whole reason he took the biggest L of 2023 was because he was clout chasing. He's letting you know that right now. What are you guys gonna say to that? Nothing. Oh, it's just people who criticize you are the ones that are clout chasers, right? But people who are going the extra mile by stalking your friend Tate, all right, and then pulling up to his house unannounced. This is your best friend, by the way. Okay, he's not a clout chaser. Oh no, he's different. He's a real good guy. This guy right here, he's a good man. But then we criticize you for the hypocrisy about him. We're the clout chasers. Make it make sense, bro. The math ain't mathing on this one.
Everyone has an opinion, and that's fine, but I never cared.
Right.
As a supervillain, what was my downside?
Okay.
No, I want you to tell me though. I'm asking you a real question, not rhetorical.
See,
He's doing it again.
I'm gonna give you this.
Let's be honest.
As a friend,
Yeah.
I just think, personally speaking,
Yeah.
that whole video itself,
Yeah.
and the act of going to his house, hurt you in the process.
Yes, the B mic for the dub, bro. Let's spam W for the B mic, chat. WB mic right now. The B mic is spitting. Let him cook. Let him cook. I wouldn't be surprised. It was after this episode that Saint decided to do that. You know when he did that show talking about should Fresh be replaced on Fresh and Fit? Y'all remember that episode? I think he did that after this show. Bro. I know it's probably before, but I gotta look at the date on this one because it was around 2 weeks, because that's what this video was done. It was like 2 weeks ago. But I do believe that it was around this interview or around this time frame where Sus Marquad came out with another live stream talking about, hey, should Fresh be kicked off the show? Like, should we replace it? Should he be replaced? Right? Could it be because Fresh is pressing him right now that Sus Marquad came out with that live stream? Could it be? All right, because again, Fresh actually did pretty good here.
Connection wise.
To whom? Connection wise.
Yes.
If I
M-Dot said it was after. M-Dot said it was, so it was. Oh, Saint the Sinner, you a fake. Oh, you fake. Oh, you a phony. So, hold up. After this interview that Fresh and Fit let you on, you didn't do a video. Now, you can call it trolling, but you do a video saying, should Fresh be kicked off the show? And yet, these guys are supposed to be loyal. These guys are supposed to be loyal. I see why he did that video, bro. Fresh is cooking him right now. He's getting cooked.
wanted the connection,
but
though.
monetary wise and maybe view wise, it might have helped. But I'm just saying, was that worth the cost?
Absolutely, and it was calculated too.
What?
I know you were smart about
Yeah,
it.
it's always calculated.
But was it worth the cost? To me, from a networking standpoint, it wasn't.
So for you, and remember, like we're radically different
We're
personalities, right?
Yeah.
So from a networking standpoint, you have to ask yourself, does Marquett actually want to be networked with him?
What? Whoa! Then why go to his house? Yo, the lies. It just he can't help himself. He just lies. He just keeps lying. It's just coming out of his mouth. Whoa, wait a minute. So if you don't want to be associated with Andrew Tate, then why show up to his house? Yo, now you're backpedaling. I know a backpedaler when I see one. What are you talking about? Do you think you're assuming I want to be associated with Andrew Tate? Then why show up to his house? Why do a whole live stream filming the process of you going to buy cards for him and then driving to his house? Nah, bro. Like, you look horrible doing this. I just hope you notice it. It's not me. Look at Fresh's face, bro. Fresh is not having it.
And the answer is no.
No, the answer is no.
Okay.
And it was obviously no because of the action, right?
Yeah.
I personally don't like people showing up to my house unannounced.
What?
At all.
I was about to say.
I don't like it at all.
Yeah.
So I knew in advance the outcome, and there are personalities that you will observe that they know.
Shut up. Who actually believes this guy knew the outcome before he did it? He's lying right now. We know this. Not snitching. Shout out to you for the $6 super chat. He says, no one likes Saint the Sinner, which is why he needs to resort to dissing people in order to get attention. FNF legit had to get demonetized to re-platform him. That's facts. They didn't even touch him until they got deplatformed. No, that's facts. It just shows where his value really lies. Moxie with the membership 5 months. Let's get a W in the chat for Moxie. Shout out to you. But yeah, like just think about look at how he's just trying to just reframe everything like we didn't see what we saw. Bruh, you better stop with the line.
The consequence, and they say, absolutely, let's saddle up. You call those personalities Julius Caesar.
What?
You know them as Alexander the Great.
What?
You heard me? So I knew in advance, and
I changed my mind, Chad. I changed my mind. This man, quite possibly, in terms on the ego side of things, all right, he might be actually worse than Andrew Tate. Okay? This guy's comparing himself. Y'all remember that live stream where Andrew Tate was comparing himself to like the Batman and all these other superheroes, James Bond and all this stuff like that. This guy, I'm Alexander the Great. I am Julius Caesar. Hey, Julius Caesar is not scamming his fans for $2,000. I'm sure of it. Okay, and Julius Caesar leads from the front. Okay, he's not a top or bottom like you. All right, you over here talking about MLD and his unbuttoned shirt looking like a Caribbean hooker. Okay, we know exactly what you up to. So stop. You're not Julius Caesar. You're not Alexander the Great. Well, maybe on the other side of things, because Alexander the Great had male lovers. I hope you know that, right? Because, I know how y'all are acting super heterosexual, but back in ancient times, the people you like to compare yourselves to, this whole thing, gay and straight and whatnot, the concept didn't exist. Yeah, there was masculine concept, but in terms of relationships, you would find men having a relationship with other men back then. It was a normal thing. All right, so the whole idea of like homosexuality and it being wrong, it wasn't until Christianity dominated Roman culture and because Roman culture was also technically Greek culture because the Romans dominated the Greeks. But again, Romans didn't give a fuck. They would have relationship with men. They would have relationship with women. And if you were in the military, they would sometimes have a relationship with boys, right? Now, today's standards, that's horrible shit. All right. But these guys who are so gung-ho and macho, they're comparing themselves to historical figures, not realizing that even on the part that they would disagree with, like you realize that they lived that life. So again, I just find it interesting how ignorant these so-called bozos are when it comes to history and how people lived back then. Again, this gay concept and this straight concept was only a thing after Christianity because they thought that was wrong according to Christianity. So that was just what it was. But you compare yourself to those people, it might be true. I think he might be looking at that side like, Alexander, maybe didn't have a bad idea. Maybe I should get me MLD and have him unbutton his shirt down to the navel. Weirdos.
Whereas many people might esteem someone because they have money, or they might esteem someone because they have fame. I don't esteem anyone because they have money and fame. I esteem people because they have principles, morals, and values that I respect.
Okay.
And you guys know what my values are. The audience knows what my values are.
We do. You're a scam.
I was not trying to become friends, and I had no intention of that. In all respect to him, and we don't have any beef or anything like that. But I was not trying to become friends.
See, now this makes sense because I couldn't understand why you would do that, but now the background story, it makes sense to me. Cool.
And that's why I always say checkmate, because it's grand strategy. It's like it's chess. Like these hoes out here playing Connect Four.
If you don't shut the fuck up, bro. Actually, you know what? I do want to know what the audience had to say to this. Let me bring this over here real quick. Let me see what the audience had to say about this guy and his Let's read the comments here, chat. Let's read together what the audience had to say. It says, listen, this guy says, truly successful guys who make very good money never ever brag. In fact, they almost have an air of secrecy about their funds. There's a saying, arrogance is loud, confidence is quiet. The audience is speaking, bro. The audience is speaking loud and clear. Let's continue. That was the first one. This one says, props to Myron for wanting peace. He's a true friend. Yeah, sure. I think we already debunked that in this episode alone. This guy says, this is really high quality interview. This guy says, Marquett showed up at Andrew Tate's house with chocolates, knocked on the door, and the security told him to fuck off. This guy says, as far as the assassin coin, there was no rug pull for $2,000. That's enough tea to buy Marquett a new pair of shoes. I don't know if this guy's fucking around. It seems like they're trolling. I used to follow this dude when Tate was in jail. He gives good advice, but he, I believe, is an evil person, and he says it to himself. Happy Tate is back. Wow. That's crazy. What are the replies to this? The guy says he might be, but so long as he speaks against the true wickedness in the world, like sexual perversion, underperformance, low self-esteem, etc., he will have my support. Hey, come on, can somebody tell this guy that Myron thinks vaginas are gross? I don't think he's gotten the memo yet. This guy says, I follow Saint for ages and the Tate since 18, and Saint is bitter of Tate since ages. I remember once on his live, I asked him to talk about Tate and replied saying he would block me if I talk about anybody else than him. He acted as if he didn't know Tate, but this was before Tate this was before Tate as the Bugatti guy, but he was relevant in the alpha space, and let me read more. Shirley knew of him, even if it was minor. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with what this person is saying, right? Again, Saint the Center playing the exact same game. Well, who is that? I don't know who that person is. Meanwhile, he knows exactly who that person is because he was in the manosphere space, and Andrew Tate was making his name in the manosphere space. This guy says, I'm always leery of people who talk slick, and this guy talks slick. Yo, Saint, the audience are speaking right now, and they think you're full of shit. Okay, I mean, we're just, 6, 7 comments in? Let's keep going. This guy says Saint would get further on YouTube if he was more likable. God damn. That was like the first sentence, bro. He's like, it was more likable, period. He's smart and definitely a wordsmith, but all the antics he does takes away from his brand. It's okay to be an intelligent black man without having to dive into a thug or pimp persona. MLD, box of chocolates, and Destiny stuff, all off-brand stuff that kills his message. Saint could be as big as Kevin Samuels, nigga, you high, or Andrew Tate if it didn't come up as a narcissist. Nah, I agree, but you high right here. Nah, Tate would have never reached up to Kevin Samuels' greatness. All right, I mean, if you want to call that greatness, he would have never gotten there because a lot of people think Kevin Samuels got to a certain spot. All right, and Saint the Sinner was hating on Kevin Samuels. Matter of fact, he was hating so much he called him a skittle guzzler, and then 5 minutes later, after calling him a skittle guzzler, calling him gay, calling him a less than stellar businessman, he ends up doing this. So you already know he's fake. All right, because that's just who he is. He talks shit about you, and then he'll go take pictures and smiles with you. All right, but no, and this guy, I mean, don't even get me started on that whole Kevin Samuels thing. But this guy's crazy. Like, he will never match up to Kevin Samuels, right? And I don't even agree a lot of what Kevin Samuels says, but Saint the Sinner is way worse. This guy says, shout out to Fresh with the truest statement. Envy and jealousy will always prevail in the hating hearts. Everything don't got to be reconciled. Yeah, okay. Hey, you should ask the technologist at the table what an NFT is. I heard he made them from scratch from the command line. J.O. He's going to be the NFT guy. And this is the same guy that wants a part 2 with Destiny. Come on, bro. You became an NFT meme after your first debate with Destiny. Do you think the second one is going to go well after people know you still haven't explained what an NFT is? Come on, bro. This guy says, peace to the saints. Right? That's how you know. That's PTTS. You know he's brainwashed. He says, happy to see Ket back up there. Yeah, because it's been a minute, huh? We were all surprised seeing them back up here. This guy says, this is all. Is this the dude who showed up to Andrew Tate's house with a box of chocolates? Yeah, they clowning him. Yeah, that's him. Says, invite Destiny there and see if he can still talk like a smartass. Yo! Yes, that's what I've been saying. Get Destiny on the phone. Let's see if he still got that dog in him, right? He says, just the filthy and evil ego on this guy makes me scared for humanity. Whoa. These are Fresh and Fit fans, bro. This guy says, the filthy evil ego on this guy makes me scared for humanity. Yeah, that's crazy since you're a Fresh and Fit fan. You're like, I'd be scared right now. This guy says, bro, this is the same dude who tried gaslighting his viewers that Andrew Tate had signal blockers at his house. Yes! Yes, which disrupted his footage, so he couldn't get his interaction with Andrew Tate on stream. He actually got bounced at the gate holding his box of chocolates. No. See, this is where you're wrong. No. The security guards took the chocolates. Okay, they took the chocolates and they ate it. That's what ended up happening. He went on an Andrew Tate hate campaign for weeks after that. Facts. Somebody is. Oh, his name is Facts. 100%. All right, he's right. Because he did a hate stream on Andrew Tate after that came out. He thinks we're stupid. And he tried to just mansplain the Fresh, talking about, yeah, you know what? Do you know how clout works? Do you know how the algorithm on YouTube works, Fresh? Because if you knew how the algorithm works, okay, you would understand that I didn't actually do it for clout. I did it for the algorithm, which is technically for clout, but it's not for clout because it's for the algorithm. It's like, bro, we're not stupid. We know what you're doing, right? Okay, I'm this right here gives me hope that Fresh and Fit fans are at least getting smarter, right? While watching the dumb shit they do. This person says, if you watch the video between MLD and this guy, what he says happened did not happen. That's why we're doing this live stream. That's why we're doing this right here to clear up what actually happened, right? MLD asked the question in an attempt to correct the presumption, and Mark lost his composure. He says the internet was already dogpiling MLD at the time. He didn't know the context of why MLD had to leave the Snake Nick podcast early, Brandon Carter appointment, and decided to collect clicks off of him. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. Because MLD was getting flamed up at that time and he wanted to pile on. This guy is not a good person. He says, same with Destiny, who merely asked about his business method, and Marquett didn't know how to respond. So, yeah, he started going after Destiny's sexuality. He started going after this guy comparing himself to Alexander the Great. I would say this, Alexander the Great, at least on the sexual aspect, was more closer to Destiny than he is to Sus Marquad. Just being real. All right, so I don't think Marquett really understands that, right? So again, he was hyper focused on Destiny's sexuality and where Destiny went to school, which was like, yo, that don't matter. He still got more money than you. So why does it matter if the end result means he's got more money than you? Why does the pathway and how he got there matters? All right, the end result is he's rich. Okay, now maybe if he was playing video games and he ended up in a loser on his mama's couch, then maybe you can have a point. But the fact of the matter is he turned video games into multi-million-dollar generational wealth for his family. You scammed investors online. So I don't know, bro. You seem like a hater, Marquett. You seem like a glorified hater. Let's continue. He says, this person says, Marquett, I have to thank you. Your name make me remember my varsity sweatshirt from Marquett University. I used to wear it back in 1988. Now continue to watch Wine wearing it. Huh? Watch Wine wearing it. You made an old man happy, feeling young again. Okay. What? Okay, bro. I'm gonna tell you this. Marquette University. Are you talking about the one in Milwaukee over here? The Milwaukee Marquette? I'm gonna tell you this. If you're talking about Milwaukee Marquette, which is like not that far from here, I'm gonna tell you this, brother. He's gonna laugh at you for even going to a school, because anything other than John Hopkins means that you're a loser and you're uneducated. Okay, so even if you went to Marquette University, which I'm thinking is the one here in Milwaukee, okay, because I got people that go there right now. Okay, I'm thinking it's that one. Don't they got a good basketball team too? They got a pretty baller ass basketball team. Oh, but still, if you're talking about Marquette, yeah, he gonna make fun of you, bro, because you didn't go to John Hopkins. So I don't know why you saying he made you feel young again. I bet you if you called up with that sweatshirt on, he gonna make you feel real stupid. Like, come on, bro. This guy says Fresh actually held the W on this pod, and I couldn't agree more. I would like this, but this is a Fresh and Fit comment on their platform, and I don't support their platform, so it is what it is. But this is a good comment right here. This is a baller comment. This guy says, this guy is so weird. The way he tries to defend stalking Tate with chocolates is such a cope. Facts! I'm glad they're calling this out. Yes, it's sus. The way he tried to make it sound like it was something different, it wasn't, bro. You stalked another man, grabbing his address from the internet and pulling up to his house with chocolates, expecting an interview. It's weird. This person says, peace to the Saints. You know, they're brainwashed. This person says, peace to the Saints. You know, he's brainwashed. This person says, I'm genuinely surprised they didn't get into the beef he has with Sneeko. I'm surprised about that too, right? And I think part of the reason why is because Sneeko actually, what I think what's happening is Sneeko actually had a falling out with Andrew Tate, right? And I don't think they've made it back up yet, or maybe they have, but maybe that's why Myron is avoiding bringing up the Sneeko question, because he might end up agreeing, because Marquett might end up agreeing with Sneeko on Andrew Tate. And what's his name? Myron doesn't want that to happen on stream, because it's gonna be disloyal to his best friend, which is crazy because he's being disloyal to all of his friends right now. He's gone after Tate, he's gone after MLD, he's gone after just about everybody, DJ Academics. So it's like, you're not being loyal to them, but you're gonna be loyal to Tate, bro. You've already broke your loyalty to Tate by bringing this bozo on here. This person says, getting accepted into UC Berkeley under affirmative action for psychology degree is not impressive. Thank you. Neither is Johns Hopkins School of Education. Thank you for a teaching degree. Thank you. Where there's a 68% acceptance rate. Thank you. Thank you, bro. Listen, bro, I would tell you this. I got accepted to bigger universities than Johns Hopkins and UC Berkeley, and I still went to Dubuque. I'm gonna just say that right now. All right. And it wasn't because of the school's name, because it was a smaller school, but they had the degree that I wanted. And I went there because that's what I wanted. So again, like these guys, where they try, especially with him, where he tries to make education the end all be all, right? It's like, yo, people choose schools that they want to go to for a different reason. I had the opportunity to go to a big D1 college. All right. I turned that down. It was UW-Madison. I turned that down. I went to Dubuque because I listen, I'm gonna tell you this. My learning style, I work well in smaller classrooms. Okay. I don't want to wake up in the morning and have to take a city bus to my next class. That's how big the campus is over here, right? You got to take buses everywhere. I know for a fact my procrastinating ass, I'm gonna be late. Okay. So I like smaller campuses where I can get the attention of the professor and I'm able to, get the class at a reasonable time. That just is what it is. So I don't get it. I don't think your school matters. Did you get what you needed out of it is what matters, actually. So Rafael Samano, shout out to you for the $5 super chat. Rafael says, I never thought I'd encounter someone stupider and more delusional than Fresh, third CEO. Fresh, third CEO. Says, that's new Fresh's nickname. Yeah, I'm taking that. That's a good one. Fresh turned CEO. That shit's hilarious. But yeah, like this dude, like, again, could Saint the Sinner actually be worse than Fresh? I think so. We need to be calling Fresh the genius technologist of our time. You imagine Fresh? My God, man. It says red pill space gets more and more weird every day. Facts. I know. I feel you on that one. This one says, I like Marquett, but his ego is a bit much, and I think he talks a lot of bullshit while also having some to offer, which is confusing. I think the end of this podcast is very revealing with what he did with the Tates. He should have been honest and said, I was hoping to get an interview and I didn't. But I didn't. See, I got dyslexia like crazy. I be seeing shit crazy. But he says, but I didn't, and I was hoping to get clicks, but I think it didn't pay off very well. Also, I think Mayan was smelling bullshit throughout the entire interview. Yeah, that's facts. I think both Fresh and Mayan were smelling bullshit. And this is probably, I think this podcast reminded them of why they don't invite him to the show. I think that's what it was, right? This podcast probably reminded Fresh and Myron, like, yeah, this is why we don't bring you around no more, because you do this shit and our audience flames us for bringing you on, right? They flame us for bringing you on because you do this dumb shit, bro. You're always talking about, I'm so great and I'm so this and that, like, bro. And this is absolutely facts. I like the way they're talking right now. They're talking facts. This person says, ask him what an NFT is and how to make one. I think that should be saved or reserved for when Destiny and Sus Marquad have their part 2, because I'd be very interested to see how all of that breaks down. Mr. I'm ready for a part 2. What a freaking idiot, bro. But chat, that's all I got for you for the show. I just thought we'd do a deeper dive because last live stream, I obviously got taken down. So we got it back up, but now it's members only. But now we're able to do the full live stream without having to get taken down by all these bullshit things. All right. At least not with midstream. Because I would almost rather prefer if they took the video down after the video's been posted from a live stream, but the fact that they block it while you're live is freaking weird to me. Like YouTube, your content ID and the shit needs to be worked on. That's crazy, especially for live streamers. You can't be blocking their streams like during the stream. You gotta wait till it's done when you process the video and post it, then you can block it. So we have a chance to dispute it so it doesn't fuck up the flow of the stream, because that's what happened last time. But we're able to get it done this time without the flow being screwed up, and we were able to uncover some things we wouldn't have uncovered before. But so shout out to you. But before we go on, let's go ahead and shout out today's sponsor. All right, today's sponsor is the like button. So if you haven't hit the like button yet, go ahead and do us a huge favor and hit the like button, okay? Because this show is sponsored by you guys being here with us when you could be anywhere in the world right now. So I definitely appreciate that. Do not be a Sus Marquad, because it's absolutely stupid. All right, this guy's a liar and a scammer. So that's pretty much what I got for you today. For those of you guys who came for the show, it's pretty much done. So yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, but those of you guys that like the ones and twos, okay, let me ask y'all this. Well, let's go ahead and like break this down, okay? Because I'm gonna bring it back to DJ Academics, all right? Because I have to anticipate the next move here that's going to happen, because I almost guarantee there's something going on behind the scenes right now that a lot of us aren't privy to, and this is between the Fresh and Fit platform and DJ Academics. And part of me thinks it's because of part of this and maybe something else that went on before that, right? Because think about it, when Flacco invited Saint the Sinner on No Jumper, all right, and did that fluff piece of an interview, DJ Academic was about to pop a blood vessel, okay? This dude was about to have a heart attack. He was breathing too damn hard. Every sentence he made, he had to catch his breath. That's how pissed off he was. He almost had to pull up the phone and call Adam 22 to say, hey, 86 this fool, okay? I gave him life. I could take him out, okay? We saw how pissed DJ Academics was. How pissed do you think he's going to be, or he is, right now, knowing that his friends or the people he put on are platforming his ops? Put a 1 if you believe that there's problems between the DJ Academic camp or Fresh and Fit, or put a 2 in the chat if you say, Duke, this is too far-fetched, okay? Duke, you're being way too speculative right now. You got to chill, all right? I'm sure DJ Academics and Fresh and Fit are cool. And if that's the case, I just need you to help me answer this question. When was the last time we saw DJ Academics as a guest on the show? I just want to ask the question here, all right? So if you put a 2 down, you got to help me understand. When was the last time we saw? Because DJ Academics used to be on their show. He used to be doing some crazy and ridiculous shit, right? The last time he almost got a gun pulled out on him, when he was on Fresh and Fit. So they've had some viral moment with DJ Academics. So if you're going to put a 2 in the chat, all right, again, you're free to vote. It is what it is. I'm not 1s or 2s, all right? You got to tell me with the follow-up, when was the last time DJ Academics went on the show? And when do you expect him to be back on the show? Because I think he's pissed, especially seeing this. I think DJ Academics, knowing him, he's going to be mad about this. He's not pleased with this interview. All right, if he got that mad with Flacco, Fresh and Fit, it's a no-brainer, bro. Oh, we got a super chat. Generic, shout out to you for the $5 super chat. It says, Sneeko needs to box Saint since he keeps avoiding Brandon. Stop letting people disrespect you so much for masculinity. Facts. Here's the thing. I think Sus the center fight with someone like Sneeko, I think that would be a fight that Sus Marquad would probably take, right? He'd take it because he thinks he can probably whoop Sneeko, and maybe he can because he looks like he has more mass than Sneeko, but we'll never know. I think that Sus Marquad is avoiding real opponents. That's what I think. I think generic. You're actually new here, but if you look, me and him actually beefed, and he challenged me to a fight. And the moment I put my boxing tapes out there, he didn't want to fight no more. He didn't accept the challenge. So again, these people choose individuals they think they can body or beat up easy and things like that, right? They don't want to choose real opponents. But yeah, as soon as dude saw my boxing video, he's just like, oh, well, nothing. It was nothing. It was that same live stream I was reacting to after he challenged me to a fight. That's when I was like, all right, bro, let me just show you what you're working with. And I played the video, bro. Here's the thing. I don't think what people understand, because I don't come up here bragging about all the shit I do in my personal life. I think it's cringe and weird. But I'm a boxer. Like, I'm not professionally. I just amateur wise, I just get in the ring and fight because I sometimes it's fun to do that, right? So again, I don't think a lot of people knew that. So when I was playing the tapes of it, listen, when I get in the ring, I'm not fighting people around my size, right? I mean, then I was about like 185 and whatnot. I just got up to 205, so I'm heavier now. But back then, bro, I was fighting people who were like 6'5", 240, easy, easy. And I was hanging, pushing them back on the back foot the whole time. I was right in their face. I don't know. Like, the thing, like, violence doesn't scare me. Like, getting in the ring with other people don't scare me. So I don't know why these guys are just so scared, but it's easy for them to talk online. Make it make sense, bro. Hey, Saint, just come catch this fade. It's okay. Listen, I did say I would pay for your trip. I was like first class. I mean, I know you guys like that first class bullshit, right? First class, what is it, like $2,200 now? I mean, that's nothing. Pay $2,200. Come up here. Let's fight. Like, again, these guys, it's just they like to talk online. It's never really real. It's what it is, bro. But shout out to you guys. I appreciate y'all being here, bro. I'm seeing the ones. I see a couple threes. John the weekend with a 3, bro. Somebody put a 0 down. Is that Jay? Jay and John, y'all crazy. But shout out to y'all, John and Jay. Y'all gotta let me know, when was the last time DJ Academics was on Fresh and Fit show? You gotta let me know this, right? Hey, listen, if it's a 2, anything other than a 1, all right. I just gotta know your reasoning for it, because I think DJ Academics would be pissed off seeing Saint the Sinner mock him on Fresh and Fit show, the same show he thought he was the boss of. So let me know. But yeah, shout out to you. I appreciate you guys being here. Like, you guys, oh shit, we got another generic with another $5 super chat. Says, I'm a Sneeko fan, and I can't admit when he's being hypocritical. I'm not his delusional little kids fan. Oh shit, respect to you. Most Sneeko fans come in here and call us bots. It's like, huh? How are we bots? How are we bots? Like, if anything, Sneeko's Twitter is filled with bots, not us. We're real people. But yeah, I just find that weird. But that's interesting, right? But listen, what do you think? Generic? What do you think about Sneeko's new transformation so far? Are you guys really fucking with that? Like, his new types of streams, right? Do you think he's doing a lot better? Right? I hear some people saying he's doing better, and some people think it's another grift, which I personally think it's another grift, right? But what do you think? Do you think he's grifting in this IRL stream, or do you think that this is something that he's just genuinely wanting to do, right? He just wants to do more IRL streams and not, the red pill stuff, even though he still talks about red pill content from time to time. So let me know, bro. That's good. But let's put a W in the chat for Generic over here, man. Generic is new to the chat family and is participating. Let's get it. Generic says, you just responded to it. Yeah, I prefer his desktop streams. Yeah, I think most people are feeling Sneeko's desktop streams when he's just sitting there versus when he's going IRL, and it seems all too familiar with that 1 minute or 2 minute podcast that he used to do. Maybe he's trying to get the virality back, because there was that one video that he went viral for that even Abba and Preach reacted to, with that one random girl just walked up to him and clearly she had some issues, right? But again, I think more of his current followers right now prefer some of the older stuff he was doing. And by older stuff, again, we're talking about him just sitting in his room, streaming from his computer, right? Because there is no old stuff with Sneeko. He just grifts from things, I mean, old can be like a month later he's on to something else. Okay, that's just Sneeko. Okay, so I put a caveat when I say the old Sneeko, because that can mean like last week. Sneeko changes personalities like he changes clothes, bro. The guy's not normal. But yeah, shout out to you guys. I appreciate y'all, chat. Thank you so much for being here. We'll be back at it with the next episode. All right. So if I don't make it tomorrow, because I got a bunch of different things going on, but I want to do a stream tomorrow because tomorrow's Halloween. But if I don't do it, y'all have a smooth Halloween, and we'll be right back at it clowning another Manosphere clown like this bozo over here.
But ass.
I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one.